Hello everyone! Welcome back to Celestial Cup. Before we resume the action, here's a rules reminder. Just in case you forgot, Celestial Cup is randomly seeded, single elimination, and chaos by design. Today will be our Stellaris bracket, where our rising stars will be battled out in the first to five. Without further ado, it's time to decide today's open. One? Yeah. Hello everyone! Welcome back to Celestial Cup. Before we resume the action, here's a rules reminder. Just in case you forgot, Celestial Cup is randomly seeded, single elimination, and chaos by design. Today will be our Stellaris bracket, where our rising stars will battle it out in a first to five set on their path to glory. Without further ado, it's time to decide today's opening matchup. Let's spin the wheel. This one. Again, you know this one. Yeah. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, right round. And with that, destiny has been decided. Which contestant will triumph against fate? It's time to mess around and find out. Let the Stellaris bracket begin!
Yep. Thank you for that excellent introduction, Stella. Welcome back, everybody, to Celestial Cup. This day will be our Stellaris bracket. What's good?
Hello, I am so excited to be here. We have 15 players in this bracket. You guys just saw the first matches that are going to go on in that first round, and yeah, we're really excited to get that to you.
Mm-hmm. And that center match that you saw displayed on the screen will be the stream match. We will be having Mega versus Game Till Dead to start off our opening match.
Yeah, so we're just going to work on getting players in the lobby so we can get that match to you guys. But how's it going, Star? Can you... I was at my parents' house watching my sister graduate yesterday. So can you tell us about how yesterday's bracket went?
Oh, yesterday was amazing. It was a lot more hype than a lot of people were expecting. I was very much expecting the hype. You better believe we're going to bring it home. And the Ever Siege fans won. They were definitely already established to have a cult following, and my goodness, to watch that unfold was just so amazing.
All right, it looks like our players are in this lobby here. So this is going to be first to five. And yeah. Very sorry for the cult. I heard lovely things about the cult.
I thought it was funny. Just have to chillax a little bit. We are currently deciding warm-ups.
All right, looks like we will be doing a warm-up. Have we been streaming warm-ups or
We
no?
have been streaming warm-ups.
Okay. Sometimes I feel bad commentating a match that isn't there, but you guys can see it this time and
Yeah.
see it along with us. But I see here that Mega is mid to high SS. We're going to say mid SS. And Game Till Dead is about mid S plus here. So Game Till Dead is going to be our favorite player here. And I already see them starting off with some really fancy all spins right now. So I'm looking forward to seeing more of that. They are Z dependent right now as they're looking to greed this a little bit.
I heard a lot of silly things about Game Till Dead's gameplay on the production side of things before we actually decided this matchup. That they not only have a pretty unconventional opener, the laundry spin, you'll love to see those kinds of openers. I think that's the opener that they actually started this warm-up with. But they also are a very all-spin heavy player, which is not very common to see at this rank, especially without Mechanical Heart. So I think this is going to be an amazing match just from that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. All right, yeah, there we see the TR on the screen, but you never know what'll happen. You never know if those all-spin players will throw for the all-spins.
Stats never tell the whole story. I'm keen.
It looks like Game Till Dead would just like to get a little bit of water to be ready here, so we will start that after they come back.
Have my full support. Hydration is important. Get your Wawa break.
Stars, your profile picture canonically a cat? Are we both catted up here today?
Mm-hmm. Cat commentary.
Nice. Love that. Love that.
Running this back.
Remember to nom and hydrate. So true. So true, Stella. 3 cats in the staff. Amazing. Yeah. Yeah.
I'll drink some water right now.
When I got back to my apartment at 8:30 this morning, my cat freaked out. Was very, very excited. Screaming. Insane.
You love Zuko.
Zuko hates being alone.
Aww. Homie probably got a lot of scritches on your return.
Oh, absolutely. And then when I woke up, he was in my pile of laundry that was on the floor, and I almost stepped on him when I got out of bed, so that was good.
Oh, no. Expert awareness.
Yeah.
Me?
Oh, yeah. Must get attention at any cost.
Of course. Speaking of laundry, we definitely are going to be seeing a little bit of laundry spin from Game Till Dead. We saw it in the warm-up, and we're probably going to see it during the match as well. Speaking of which, they have just gotten back, so the actual match will be starting soon. But yeah, reminder that this is single elimination, so every single set, these players will be playing for their tournament live, so this is going to be amazing. I can only imagine the nerves that any player is experiencing right now. And it will only get more intense as the event progresses.
All right, we are starting here this first to 5.
PCO from Game Till Dead. You'll be seeing them take a very specific all-spin route. I think this is technically labbed to be the most all-spin efficient PCO, but they're not going to keep the back-to-back. They are going to just take the PC as they see it. Cheesing up Mega just a teensy bit.
Yeah, that PC doesn't do as much as it used to, but it does give you a little bit of back-to-back.
Ooh, Game Till Dead was actually looking at a very cool all-spin, but they were not allowed as Mega would have punished that.
And a misdrop here. Gonna slow them down a little bit on this down stack.
Very nice T-spin double find from Mega. Currently in the down stack gear right now.
Yeah, Mega not letting Game Till Dead get any back-to-back going, which is good. Gotta keep the pressure up and play confidently, especially when you're playing a player that's higher ranked than you. I definitely have to pressure the all-spin players in this rank because a lot of them will sometimes take a minute to think about their setups, and so you may be able to find some points that you would not have been able to find if they weren't spending time thinking about their all-spins.
Well said. It's very important in a lot of situations to make your opponent make a decision, whether it's uncomfortable or just something that they did not intend, and that is crucial with all-spin players because you do not want to let them get away with a real surge lead. Which is actually going to be way easier said than done with the desync.
Mega here holding 2.2 PPS, which is very, very fast for this this rating level. So we're going to see a down stack here from them as they're doing a great job staying alive.
Extremely impressive. Pretty much living in the top half of their board, but Game Till Dead just needs to find some amount of pressure to actually convert this into a kill. And that misdrop is not helping their case.
Mega here about to get into a well. There's the eyepiece. The quad comes through, but Game Till Dead defends against most of it, and a little bit of clean comes onto their board, but Game Till Dead has the open well and the opportunity to get some back-to-back going here. A lot of leeway here for them, and looks like a mishold on that T-piece as they do just top to break the back-to-back.
When I was talking about making the other player make a decision, Mega has been the one being forced to make all the decisions thus far. Game Till Dead has been keeping a very neutral board state for most of this set. But Mega's just been powering through with sheer speed, looking for a way in.
Ooh, and Mega not looking great up at the top. A little bit of non-optimal stacking right now, and that is the first point for Game Till Dead. A little bit of a long point there. We did almost get to that 3-minute mark to see the garbage margin, but not quite.
And that is going to be one difference between this bracket and the previous bracket. In the previous bracket, gravity margin time was actually a deciding factor in a few of them. Mega actually ends up declining PC here as well. But now these players are very used to the higher gravities. And it's going to be that attack margin time that will be a more pivotal point.
Mega with a little bit of combo down stack to cheese up Game Till Dead's board. And Game Till Dead T-dependent right now. They're going to find the T-piece, and are they going to break back-to-back here? Looks like they have no option. Never mind.
Time to Iceman triple.
Triple comes in, but there's the back-to-back break, so not too much to be found from there. And this is a nice sequence to stay alive, really using the space that they have here, but Mega might have the opportunity to kill. There's a lot of damage coming in, and that well is covered. And Mega finds the kill. We are 1-all.
Very nice punish from Mega. That was a good survival from Game Till Dead because that 4-surge threshold was crucial for that initial survival, able to get that canceled, but just not able to convert it into actual survival there. Or rather, sustained survival.
Mega on the down stack right now as Game Till Dead is getting some spins going.
There's not many things scarier than an all-spin player at the floor. And Mega is making sure that they send a decent amount of damage to Game Till Dead so he can't actually get away with the surge lead.
Yeah, Game Till Dead not being able to find that back-to-back right now, and there comes a little bit of damage here. Let's see if we choose to just get rid of that back-to-back. Honestly, a smart move because Mega does find a spike, and that's
a very well-timed spike.
Can Game Till Dead get to it? The answer is no.
No more skims, no stall placements allowed, and Mega is taking the lead. It's gonna be Laundry Spin versus PCO. Mega does find the PC, and Game Till Dead misdrops and turns it into a donation instead.
But this board is not looking good. Game Till Dead has to do something, and the misdrop at the top of the board gives a 3rd point to Mega. This isn't looking good for Game Till Dead in this 1st to 5 right now.
Definitely not. 2 points from elimination for Game Till Dead. Mega really wants to move on and close it out now. Just gonna go with a very safe opener going into 9-0.
Game Till Dead looking to get that back-to-back going. That is back-to-back 3, so they're looking to find the surge, and that's not good because there's no eyepiece left in queue, and there's the eyepiece, there's the surge, and there's the all-spins to keep this going.
Oh my, the overhangless. I'm not sure if that was worth an eyepiece dependency on the left side. That's gonna start to bite them in the butt right about now. But luckily for them, Mega has not have the pressure to actually secure a kill shot at the moment.
And Game Till Dead gets out of this right now. And there's the eyepiece, there's the down stack, there's the
14 spike.
Mega up to the top, and the follow-up does kill.
Very impressive reversal of situations there. Game Till Dead is going to take that point. Not going down without a fight. They are going to find that TST. Gonna find that 4-surge threshold as well. It's gonna be a little dicey with that T-piece misdrop, just bailing entirely.
Yep, that was a very fast opener from Game Till Dead. That's definitely something to be scared of right here. That was a 3 PPS opener from that laundry spin. There was a lot of damage that was put forth early, and Game Till Dead is now up the top. Mega is going to have to find a kill shot here, and that T-spin double might just do it. Not quite. Game Till Dead still alive, but the follow-up brings Mega to match point.
I think that might have been a case of Game Till Dead playing a little bit too fast for their own good. It's very easy to do that into your muscle memoried opener, but trying to sustain that into the mid game is a lot easier said than done. gonna have to play a little bit more careful, needing to take 3 rounds in a row to sustain their tournament play.
Right, this is single elimination, just a reminder there. And so these players do not have the opportunity to make a mistake in this bracket. Once you lose, you are out. And Mega, with that combo, sends so much cheese over to Game Till Dead, who doesn't have the eyepiece visible. There it is, it's in queue, but boy, this isn't looking good. And that mishold right there puts Game Till Dead up at the top, and the damage comes through, and Mega, with the TR upset here, to move on in the bracket.
Very well played to both players there, but Mega is going to be the one to move on. Nicely done. Mega is the person with more TR here. They were the favorite to win, but even still, it was a pretty good matchup.
Yeah, very good matchup. You never know what's gonna happen in these matches, and so I'm not surprised that we are starting off with an upset. That's also the excitement of random seeding is you don't quite know where the exciting matches are going to be.
I think it's time to go into our interviews. I saw both of them in the VC a little bit earlier, but maybe they dispersed into the tournament to lock in. If either of them wants to hop in the VC, then it's time to reach out right about now. We saw Mega's return, so looks like they're down. Actually, do we just yoink both of them at once?
Whatever your heart desires.
I think that's a great idea. Stella, you know what to do.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Oh my god. Bro, I was recording all this on my phone as well. It's so cooked.
Oh no.
Really? I mean, I'm recording my own POV for this.
Noted. Well, what do y'all think about that matchup? How'd it go? How'd you enjoy it?
I was literally shaking the entire time. I couldn't get a single laundry spin in.
Yeah,
It was cool to see, though. I'd never seen that
opening.
opener.
I tried to make a T-spin. This is like, I tried to move it to the right, but somehow ended up getting SRS to the left instead. It was like, oh, come on, SRS.
Oh, no. Unfortunate to get hit with that SRS there.
And another thing, I'm just used to playing a lot of modern Tetris. Like earlier today, I was just playing a TEC zone battle.
Banger.
Nice.
Well, I guess that's a great segue into this next question. How did you get into stacking?
How did I get into stacking? I think
Interesting.
I remember seeing like a friend or two of mine playing Tetrio in school, and then I started playing again a couple years ago because I just remembered about that one day.
I see.
So like honestly, Tetrio was my introduction to stacking, but then I tried Classic for the first time a few months ago, and I got too used to all the SRS kicks.
Yeah, that's quite the hurdle when switching from modern over.
That's tough.
And Mega, what about you?
I mean, I'm trying to get used to TGM and ARS.
Oh, that's a whole nother can of worms. I've seen at least 3 different videos from one person going crazy about the differences, so imagine playing through
I mean,
that.
don't even get me started of just someone who's used to ARS and then trying to use SRS and like fighting it about all the goofy kicks that throws at you, especially
We
at
love the
20G.
goofy kicks. Oh yeah.
Would you
That's
say
how
that?
I got into stacking was Classic, then Tetris Friends, a little bit of downtime, then back into Tetris via Tetris and then Tetrio.
Oh, Chestress first. That is actually not something I hear very often.
I didn't hear about it in Tetrio until like a bit later.
See, I see. I feel like I can already assume what
And
Game
I
Till Dead's
didn't hear
answer
of
is.
it until Alpha, so
Oh, Alpha. Oh, OG is what I'm hearing.
Yeah, but I wasn't a Nymph Dev player. I'm an Alpha player.
I see. Close enough. What would you
So
say
you're
your
a
team's
student,
favorite
like-
openers are?
Yeah. good
Mainly
assumption.
TKI. Spoonie, though, one of two favorite openers.
Oh, okay. Keeping it simple.
And then PCO. Because I know just how to get the first PC, but just don't know any other setups afterwards.
And we're about to hear some interesting
I
dichotomy
mean,
here.
it works
Game
well for canceling.
Okay,
Very.
so. Jeez, I can like barely contain myself because the way you like opened this question. But yeah, if you've ever seen my gameplay or even like took a look at my I think I have it in my Tetrio bio. Laundry Spin is a very clear favorite of mine. I just really like the diversity of it. Like, hold on, my dog is yapping.
The washing machine.
What the dog doing?
Sorry, someone just delivered a package. But yeah, so I mean, with the Laundry Spin, like, first of all, yeah, you get the funny residue after bag 1. If you decide to take the 8 line, then that has like slightly higher PC rate than SDPC. So I don't know why so many people sleep on Laundry Spin. But then if you go a bit farther, like if you extend it like I do, at bag 5, there are several choices that I can take, like one of them being the PC, which is guaranteed, I think like 11 minimals. Another route, if you get like early J, you can take a TS Tower, which I couldn't do against Mega because I kept misdropping on my Laundry Spin.
Unfortunate.
Or I just found another like 100% build for myself if neither one of those work. It has 2 spins and just goes quite nicely into mid game.
I think that's a really silly dichotomy of Mega just like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna keep a simple single bag openers, and then Game Till Dead just like, okay, so at bag 5?
Yeah. And I ain't even told you about the PCO
But the juxtaposition.
Because
Liar, do you have any
you did
questions
say,
for that?
like, you did mention on stream, like, it was labbed to be all spin efficient. I don't know if you knew, but, like, I'm the one that labbed it.
Oh.
Star, did you have a question for me? I didn't quite hear it.
I was asking if you had any questions for our players here.
I mean, I was gonna ask who labbed it, so you just answered that question, and so yeah, I guess it's a cool opener. So it's really, really nice to see. Sorry, I'm still kind of waking up. I had a 6 a.m. flight this morning. I woke up at 3:45, so we're vibing out here, and it was cool to see.
Yeah, I wouldn't have woke up this early if it weren't for Celestial Cup.
Love the dedication.
Meanwhile, Europe.
Absolutely.
And before we send you off, is there anything you want to tell our viewers about?
Mega, you got anything?
If they're still doing the things in Dubai, go watch that.
Oh, right!
Richard Wiley is.
Yeah, they're doing that right now. I did see that.
Shoutouts Wiley in Dubai.
Yeah.
Yep, shoutouts to Matiazzi, Sabolch, unnamed Hitu Sam, Atlar, and a whole bunch of other people, including Teto as well.
Shout out to Fort for letting me coach, by the way.
All right, love to see us
And,
spreading the love.
Yeah, final message, go play some Zenith Clicker, go spin some laundry. That's all I have to say.
All right, thank you for coming on.
Yeah, nice to be here.
Yep.
All right, and it looks like our next match might be ready.
Yes, it is. We're starting to fill up our round 2, and from this point onwards, we will be streaming every single match in our top 8 onwards. Which sounds a little bit scarier if we did this in other events, but as this is single elimination, this is most definitely allowed. Well, yeah, our entire top 8 has filled up, and meanwhile, after that first match, what do you really think about what's going on right now?
It's tough to say because of the random seeding. I would have to look at an updated bracket to see how the rest of this is expected to go. But I mean, given the fact that in the one match that we've seen, it was an upset, I wouldn't be surprised if we see more of that throughout the bracket.
That would be pretty lit. Definitely, probably the most prone environment for at least on paper upsets.
Right. Single Elim will do that to you.
But I do find it really silly how things are going so far, because like it's very similar to like how normal double elim also works, because like the first round's always going to be a little bit unfair, and then as you continue, it's still gonna like kind of fizzle out and even out.
And I mean, with the random seeding, one of the things you risk there is that your top player and your number 2 ranked player can play against each other way earlier in the bracket than that grand finals or that finals. So that's something that we might get to see soon.
Oh, 100%. Meanwhile, I think it might be time to plug some incentives.
Oh, sick.
Can do that in the meantime because we have a lot of them. Some of which were direct suggestions from some of our staff and players, so some of these are very much desired. So are there in ads? Well, ads are weird. Everybody is not always in ads, so I'm not too sure actually how to proceed with this. For the next 30 seconds. Alright, this is exclusive sub-content, Lyra. What do we do?
Ads. I see. Yeah, not quite sure.
You're getting Twitch Turbo ad injections despite being on ad block? That's wild.
Yeah, I just don't get ads. I'm just looking at our cats right now. Have been the whole time.
KBT. But yeah, we've got some individual incentives. For only $2, one of us will read the donation out loud. There have been a lot of silly clips from this exact kind of like incentive, so I'm actually kind of scared for what clips will be made from these, but yeah, you can completely leverage that. For $10, you can 1v1 one of the commentators. Amber has actually offered themselves to do some coaching sessions for the top 3 donators of Celestial Cup. And then probably like the riskiest one that we have like on this entire list, the top 1 donator will get a chance to co-stream with myself and Stella. So surely there's nothing that can go wrong here. If you want that slot, you know what to do. And there are also a lot of silly milestones that we're probably going to end up plugging later once at least a few of our round 2 matchups are complete. Our players have entered the lobby and we're just waiting for them to deliberate warm-ups. The decision has been made. You will be getting to your regularly scheduled gameplay shortly. Alright, we're gonna see MS2 from Yosito, and was that a Finn opener
That was a
from
Finn.
Danae?
That was a Finn opener.
And I'm not too sure what's going on here. This might be a misdrop STSD. This is all I'm looking at right now because
Yeah.
I am genuinely lost.
Same here.
Well, they do have to eat the entire C-spin now and trying to find their way down. They do have well access, but now they're going to be facing a 4-surge disadvantage.
I just checked, and these players' TR is fairly close to each other, but I think we'll actually see that on the screen in a minute. And Dune staying alive right now. There's the eyepiece, the down stack is right there for them, but both players kind of high on their board with a lot of cheese below.
Yosito has a lot of dependencies on their board, and not the most workable queue, but they're still making do. Dune in a very similar situation, finding some all-spins in the stack as well. Gonna reject the count to 4 in favor of a combo to cheese up Yosito a little bit more.
Yosito with a clean down stack ahead of them once they get into these next couple of wells, but Dune has that back-to-back, and they're going for another
And
spin.
another Finn!
There's the break.
Danae is currently playing for the fans, taking full advantage of this warm-up environment, and they might actually take it with a very well-timed 10 spike.
Yes, very well timed indeed. And that is going to be it for our warm-up. We are going to get that match ready for you guys now. But yeah, TR looking fairly close for these players. We can, that is not quite the right one on screen, but you know what?
There we go.
There we go.
Danae with the so true fun fact of blocking is fun, handshake emoji moment, and Yosito with who the heck do you think I am?
Dune's TR does not look accurate. I'm seeing 18420, so the rank is correct, but the TR is not quite. So
I think what happened is that they played Tetra League since the TRs were submitted.
Maybe, but that's a pretty big jump from 16.6 to 18.4.
I think that also just tends to happen around that TR being closer to the median. The jumps do get kind of insane if you play a lot of Tetra League.
True.
But our combatants are set. Time to go into the actual matchup. Yosito going with the MS2 once again.
There's that C-spin as Dune is going to be pushed up from this. But that's a nice clean well to get down through right now. If they can get to it, this could be huge. Yosito getting that back-to-back, and there's the break.
Yosito has a little bit of space to get through before they actually access the spot.
Here. This is interesting. I like the way both of them are playing this right now, but we can see that Yosito has a significant speed advantage.
Yes, almost an entire piece per second advantage. So that's going to be quite the mountain to climb for Dune, and the blocking experience is probably going to be the win condition here.
So true, and the T-spin double comes out from Yosito, but that is going to be completely guarded by Dune, who is at the bottom of the board and has to try to find something here. There's the T-spin double. Does this find the kill? It looks like the answer is yes, though. That was a really nice all-spin follow-up they had ready afterwards.
You'll love to see those forecasts, and it's even sillier to see when they're not even necessary. Having plans A through Z just in case it's not enough. We are going to see Yosito definitely does seem to be an MS2 main. If it's not broke, don't fix it type of deal. Oh, reliable.
Both players get that back-to-back at the exact same time, and Dune has a nice opportunity here with these all-spins to get this going really quickly, and they have that back-to-back 9 advantage, and so there is the continuation on this. This is clean. This is really nice from Dune, and they don't even need to break because that pressure is immense.
already we're seeing the advantages of all-spin experience, because even though Yosito is playing faster, they both reach the Force Surge at the same time, and not only that, Dune was able to run away with the Surge lead afterwards, not even being required to break.
Dune breaks here, and that's going to give Yosito the early back-to-back advantage if they choose so here, which it looks like that's what they're going for. There's the break, there's the pressure, and Dune has that misdrop on the side. That's going to slow them down. And that well is covered.
That was a really good break from Yosito as well, being forced to give Dune some cheese. So even if Dune gets down, they're still going to have a lot of shenanigans to get down through.
Yeah, for sure. And this is looking good for Dune, who has that well access, but the moment I say that, they misdrop, of course. That's how casting works. Yosito's board isn't great either. They definitely have some hill to climb right here, and that J piece at just the wrong time is going to give Dune a pretty sizable lead in this first to 5.
Yeah, taking 3 points straight. This is very important momentum, especially in a first to 5 set. Only needing to take 2 more. Yosito's really gonna have to up the ante if they want to keep their tournament life alive.
And
18 spike comes out.
And that looks like it's going to find the kill. Do we see a sweep here? Or is Yosito
It might
going
just
to find
happen.
Yeah, we'll see.
Dune is going to go for another Fin opener. Forecasting a TSD over it as well. I don't think there's any way to possibly get the Force Surge here, but it was at least very cool to look at. Yosito probably has the largest advantage they will find thus far, looking for that opportunity to convert this into a round win.
And it looks like that's going to be the case here as Dune falls, and there is a no sweep in this match.
Put the broom away.
There's that Fin opener again from Dune, and Yosito appears to have misdropped pretty badly. That's a lot of self-cheese on the board from them, and Dune's board isn't amazing either. They find the TSD out of it, very clean find, and it looks like they're going for that J-spin triple. That may give Yosito a little bit of time to clean up their board, but Dune, the TSD or the quad comes through, and that is game, set, match for Dune, who will move on to semifinals with the win.
Very well played to our players, but Dune's blocking experience was the deciding factor in that. A lot of the times it was just very well-timed spikes in order to put a lot of pressure into Yosito where they just wouldn't want it. And an interesting thing I saw about that Fin opener is that it doesn't actually look like it was labbed out. It is freestyle. They used a different piece for the overhang every single time.
Oh, interesting. Yeah, it seems like there were some follow-ups from there, but the follow-ups weren't particularly fast, so it seems like that opener was more for style points rather than a kill.
Oh, 100%. I think this is what the people refer to as aura farming.
True.
Waiting for word if we're going to be doing an interview here or if we're just going to be moving on immediately. I do not see either of the players in VC, so it might be good to move on. Oh, there's Dune. Actually, I'm looking at that VC status. I'm terrified. Why is that there? Oh, both of the players are there. So we could do some yoinking. Welcome, welcome.
Hey.
Oh, hello.
Hi, hi.
Hello.
So, do we have any immediate feelings on that matchup? What do you think about it?
I'm a little bit disappointed in my performance.
I think you did a great job. It was just a tough one.
Thank you. I think I can.
Okay, understandable. Nene?
Yeah, I don't have too much to say. Let's see, I didn't get a lot of the good continuations of my opener that I would have liked to, but I guess that's okay.
I guess that's a great segue into this question. What would you say your favorite opener is, and if there anything you want to really tell us about it?
Yeah, I would say probably the Fin TSD opener that you sort of saw on stream. There's different continuations based on which piece you get for the overhang. And let's see. Anything else to say on it?
That's for you to decide.
Yeah, yeah, I mean, one gets you into Trinity, I would say. Like, if you get an
You
L
have
or
a Trinity follow-up for that? Wait, that
Oh,
makes so much sense. I see the build now. Oh, wow.
One gets you into a fractal, and then let's see, there's also some other even cooler follow-ups. But yeah, I think that's about all I'll have to say on that for now.
Hopefully we will get to see more of those in your continued performance. And what about you, Yosito?
It's gotta be MS2, bro. My ride will die.
Oh yeah, I
Huh?
love the MS2.
Love to see it.
I'm really sad I let down by misdropping in the last round. So.
Unfortunate. Classic early C-spin moment. Misdropping there is just probably the worst
It's
kind of
just- it's
misdrop in
instant
all
death, bro.
misdrops.
Like, there's not much you can do after that.
Lyra, is there anything that you want to ask?
What's your guys' like favorite breakfast food?
Might, could go for some pancakes.
Pancakes are good. Okay.
So you hate waffles?
Hey,
Oh my
No, I'm
god.
joking.
hey, no fighting.
Oh, I s-
no
I saw
fighting.
it coming, bro. I
No
saw this
fighting.
coming. Oh,
It's a classic bit. I had to. I'm sorry.
Let's see.
Waffles
For
have
me,
their place in the
oh,
breakfast population.
Yeah, what you got? What you got? We only have one answer so far. I need two.
let's see. I don't know. I'm not usually a huge breakfast guy. It's, so like it might just be grab something simple, quick.
Fair
What
enough.
is
Whatever I can
simple to
find.
you?
Well, so I can get behind pancakes too.
All right.
That's what
Fair
I like
enough.
to do.
All right. It looks like we are almost ready for our next match, so I may have to kick you guys out. But yeah, great talking with you.
Yeah, you
thank
too.
you.
Thanks for sticking around.
Thanks for the interview.
All right. It looks like we're gonna get a warm up in this next match.
Wait, oh my goodness, this matchup actually happened. This has some lore. And I think I'm gonna wait till the interviews before this one gets settled, so this is the result of this match is gonna be amazing. Either way it goes. Blue is gonna find the initial out, finding the J-spin to get re-access to well as well. Random finding the Hail Mary TSD for canceling. Is it going to be enough?
no.
Not quite. And there was a lot of swinging in just that warm-up. Our players are ready. One of them is using the song buff technique. We're in for a good one.
Ooh, and we see a misdrop early on from Blue.
I think you could see the gears turning if they wanted to go for that STSD or not, but looking at the speed gap right now, it definitely was not the call to go for it. Very nice awareness, but Random's finding some very nice T-spins in their stack as well.
Nice 17 spike there by Blue, who's going to continue on this down stack. The kill isn't quite there as Random does have almost access to that next well. There is the well access, and looks like Blue is a little late on finding the kill. Okay, I was wondering if we were going to S-spin that. We're just going to TSD that. Okay, that works, and that does find the kill.
That was very impressive survival from Random. They survived the immediate threat, the immediate follow-up, but unfortunately was not able to find the sustain. Even getting a clutch clear to keep themselves afloat. But Blue, unfortunately, once again, ends up misdropping their opener, so they're going to be on the immediate back foot, but this is something that they've come back from before.
And Blue's board is not looking great as we have a 1-1 to start this off.
Misdrops of doom and despair, so true.
We're going to see the DT cannon from Random here. Something I'm very used to seeing from him.
I think Random might actually be a reformed player, because the thing about Random's DT cannon specifically is that they usually use a variant where they waste 3 T pieces, but there, they took it immediate.
Love to see that. Oh, I was hoping to see the STSD there from Random, not quite, but Blue is up towards the top of the board, is going to have to get to this eyepiece. There it is, but there's a little bit more cleanup that has to happen here.
Being forced to use the eyepiece on something that isn't immediately just going down. Random has the T-spin and the combo to put a little bit more pressure on.
And Random is now up a little bit higher as Blue might have an opportunity, and no, the misdrop, it was just the T misdrop that caused the death there. Very sad.
Yeah, that was a finesse error, rotating the T-piece first instead of after, and did not realize the mistake until it was too late. Blue's gonna go with S-spin into TSD opener. Blue's been freestyling just about all of these rounds, and it's been paying off, but is it gonna work right now? Both players looking pretty low in the board right now. Random looking for a count to 4.
Yeah, Random did go for that that multiple T waste or DT cannon there, so seems like he's not fully reformed yet, and that miss rotate on the T piece is not going to be great, but it is going to set up something here for Random, and it's not the greatest way to get down, but you know what? He got down, and that's what matters.
Random has a speed advantage, they recognize it, and they are playing for it in full effect. If it's going to pay off, if we're able to leverage it, we're about to find out. But Blue has been finding some very nice time spike to force Random to make more decisions.
And Random finds the pressure for the kill, and we're at 2-all.
No player is able to really get some real momentums thus far. The classic phrase neck and neck most certainly applies here. And I love it when DT gets built like that, because the only thing I can think about is that a giraffe?
Kind of looks like it. Yeah, not too bad.
I say neck and neck, and then I see the long neck.
So true. Honestly, so true.
Cannot be a
Random's
coincidence.
board not looking great. Trying to get that eyepiece vaulted over.
This is one of the worst outcomes you could have as a speedy player, being forced this high on the board, being forced to slow down. Your opponent has all of the advantage in the world, and Blue is able to capitalize and convert.
There goes the DC cannon.
DT upstack. Playing fast to sustain the spike to 25. Blue survives the initial, looking for the immediate, able to survive that too, and Random has no sustain. Blue is in the clear.
Blue still has a little bit of cleanup to do here, but there's the cleanup and there's the eyepiece, so that barely comes in time there. There's the next eyepiece, and Blue looks to be good.
Who's getting some pretty nice all spins in here as well, looking to start building up a surge if possible. Random's thinking about a TST, but Blue has a very well-timed spike there. And we're gonna see 2 rounds in a row for the first time, and that's probably the most pivotal moment thus far. Match point.
Yeah, match point here for Blue.
Who's gonna freestyle a TSD opener once again. Gonna go into a 7-2 stack. 7-2 is always scary if you're on the receiving end. Blue having the board awareness to forecast that L-spin double is elite, but it's not able to secure any clear advantage.
Random is at the bottom of the board and trying to get some damage output, but Blue has a nice combo that leaves Random's board looking not too great. Random's going to have to downstack here, and that's exactly what he's starting to do.
And Random's just trying to keep their board as clean as possible, finding the floor well. Now you're just gonna have so much room to do anything your heart desires. How will you execute?
And Random is in this 3-6 stack, is going to switch it over to that 0-9 with the garbage well. And it looks like a misdrop from Random will slow him down a little bit, but it's very fixable. And
oh no, another finesse error.
Fix.
The interesting thing about Random's play here is even with the advantage, they're still not trying to build a back-to-back. They're just trying to keep their board state neutral, hoping their opponent makes a clear mistake. But Blue is able to keep the execution high.
Yeah, Blue has some all spins going right now, but also some messy cheese on that board.
And as the game progresses, the speed is actually starting to equalize. What was initially almost a full PPS disadvantage is now within 0.2 PPS.
Yeah, and Blue with a pretty bad board state, if you ask me. There's the spin to fix the top of it, but there's so much more to work through. And Random has the opportunity right now. That eyepiece is coming late in the stack for Random, and that's going to give Blue a chance to get out.
Random got super RNG'd out of that kill, but but Blue is finding some very textbook good down stacks thus far.
Random with the multiplier, the 12 spike right there, and it looks like that will find the kill and keep Random alive.
And that seems to be Random's win condition. If you're able to play for speed, the moment you get a good multiplier opportunity, it's gonna be almost lethal every single time. Random with the almost 3 pieces per second DT and sustain. Looking for the down stack.
Oh, there was a misclick on Blue. But it works out. There's the down stack, there's the eyepiece, and...
But none of the cheese gets sustained over to Random's board. Random has so much clean on their board, it's a matter of accessing it, but Blue is currently under no threat this low in the board.
Blue looking for a little bit of combo, not finding too much from it. A nice TSD find afterwards, though. Ooh, Blue making a decision to cover the well over there on the side. Opens it up with the eyepiece there to get the quad.
Random has such an open well. They're gonna down stack it though, making sure the end cheese persists over to Blue's board. Blue's once again finding textbook good down stacks, but they are still at the mercy of their own queue, and it is tiebreaker time.
Tiebreaker indeed.
We truly could not have asked for a better outcome for this matchup, but it is down to the wire. Random trying to stay low on the board. Blue's looking for the upstack, it seems. Forecasting a J-spin and then wasting the J-piece if this pays off, I would be pretty surprised, but they're at least able to make it out of that situation.
Random with multiple eyepiece dependencies clears things up, but it wasn't looking great for a sec. And Blue with a little bit of cutoff well access there. Looks like they get their footing back, setting up the CSD over on the side with some O pieces to follow that up.
Blue has one quad and then quite a bit of end cheese as they make their way down. Unfortunately for Random, it ended up canceling, so they're not going to have the sustained counter spike potential. But what they do still have is a pretty good board state.
Ooh, that's a nice find from Blue. That next well is accessible there for Blue. Random's is covered, but there's the easy path to get it going.
Blue's gonna be forced to cancel.
Neither player really finding that back-to-back right now, kind of just staying down stack focused.
Both players just playing it extremely safe with their tournament life on the line. Completely reasonable course of action, but eventually somebody is going to have to cross the line. Oh no. Blue's making dependencies, ends up wasting two eyepieces that they desperately need to go down. Random is not able to find the kill pressure in time, and Blue has once again escaped fate.
But the 14 spike comes out from Random, trying to push Blue up to the top yet again and pressure them. The well there is covered for Blue. They have the pieces to get out right now, but they're definitely scrambling a little bit here as, you know, they have to make that hole in the board.
And we have reached the 2-minute mark. Gravity margin time is upon us. As this round progresses, it's going to get that much harder to find these impressive survivals that these players have been playing for this entire time.
Random's board a little spiky, a little not ideal as he's going to try to get his stack back. Blue over here may have the opportunity for some damage, but that's a lot of skimming, and it's not really going to find its way over to Random.
And you can really see it start to speed up. If there's no clean in sight, the next player to get within the top 3 lines of their board is going to be in quite high disadvantage. Blue finds a clean. Random still low on the board, no threat yet. Blue has quite the upstack. Not able to find the multiplier, ends up misholding their eyepiece.
The mishold.
Random has a considerably better board state.
Yeah, this board is not looking great for Blue, and that Z-piece placement may just
so much self-cheese.
Right
has to fight the grab. Random's not able to find any kill pressure at the moment. No count to force in sight, but the cheese might be enough. T-spin double, gonna put Blue within 2 lines of living and dying.
Oh, and there's the survival. There's the next well. There's the 15 spike that comes through, and that finds its way to Random's board, but that is going to be clean. If Random can get down into this might be bad news for Blue, but that gravity margin is getting higher. It is easier to make a mistake right now, and Random
not only gravity, but attack as well. And Random is going to be the one to take victory in almost reversing fashion. What a comeback.
What a comeback indeed.
Almost a 4-minute round to end it on. Very deep into attack margin time. You can see that like 2 combo quads were sending 14 spikes. Dare I say almost absurd circumstances, and Random was able to make the most of it. If the players want an interview, hop in a VC and you will be dragged. We're going to keep these a lot shorter now that our bracket is fully filled. will be giving you the floor. Random says no thanks. So be it. Random is locking in and probably just watching the CS2 major. Okay, blue wants in. I hope Random's team they're rooting for wins.
I can't stop winning.
Hello there, Blue. Welcome in.
I'm gonna be honest with you. That was so close. Like,
That was.
Yes, it
so
was.
close.
round two. It was the sequel to the Dub Cup right there. Round two, bro. We went from getting absolutely sweeped to tiebreaker. What even happened, man? I don't even know.
So yeah,
Wow,
this is
that
the
was
lore that I
great.
was referring to. How do you feel about that improvement across these matchups?
It was good. Honestly, if I got more sleep, I think things would have went better. Keep in mind, I have 5 hours of sleep. I can count it on my hand.
Mm-hmm.
True, but you're doing great.
And here's a little funny story. Because I knew for a fact that I would probably sleep in. So you know how I got myself to wake up for check-ins today? Do you know how I did that?
What'd
How'd
you
you
do?
I put on my alarm, it's pizza time on the loudest volume possible. I heard that in my dream, bro.
Speedrun!
Panic attack. But it got me up. It did its job, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, two questions for you.
Yeah, what's up?
I did see that you were doing a lot of freestyling in that game, but would you say that you have a favorite opener?
There's a good quite few. I do TKI quite often because it's a one board sort of thing, but like I wasn't doing it this one because I know that he was probably gonna open our main. So just keeping my board state like as low as possible, or maybe up stacking was like the best idea. That's why I just didn't like do ads or not ads. God, my brain just switched two words together. That's why I don't do like openers in those cases. But I think either Dot or TKI is probably one of my favorites, I would say.
Understandable. Lyra, do you have a question before I ask my last?
What's your favorite ice cream?
I'm gonna be actually, that's a really good question. I'm gonna nail this a bit more specific here. My favorite, I don't know if you guys have ever been a Dairy Queen or ever had the blizzards there.
Okay.
Mint
A
Oreo is
couple times.
unironically goated.
Got
Let
it.
me tell you
Okay.
something right now.
Noted.
Mint Oreo is goated.
Love that. Love
And
that.
chicken
I've had something similar before, so yeah, I know that's a good one.
What's weird to me is that mint chocolate ice cream is like an entirely different flavor from mint chocolate. Like what?
True.
Are they not the same thing?
I don't
With,
know,
like,
man.
maybe
I'm not.
cream added.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe we need to start an uprising and demand that we get the ice cream we deserve.
So true.
You know, when I was overlooking the tournament, I did not think that, like, I think it was either Dub. Yeah, I think Dub just joined the VC one day and just said, yo, bro, you heard about this bread scandal? I'm like, what? What? Only
Bread as in
Canada.
money or literally bread?
Literally bread. Bread.
I see.
Only in Canada, bro. Only in Canada. What's your last question, by the way?
Before we send you off, is there anything you want to tell our viewers about?
Let me say something here. And I'll tell you guys. Let me just say something to people that are inspiring and get better at Tetris. People say oftenly that they'll never get better. I'ma just be honest, I've said this quite oftenly, and I'll say it again. Like, a year ago, about 1.5 years ago, I started D+, the second worst rank in the game. Now you see me almost going head-to-head with an SS rank. Progress happens.
Damn,
It's slow.
so true. Nice.
You just need
yeah.
to be committed and to work for it. If you're not committed, you're not gonna make progress, okay? You gotta stay committed.
Just
That's what-
do it.
Not like that. Not like that. Nike free advertising here, okay? Just saying though, keep committed. And most importantly, have fun with it. If you're not having fun, don't grind. Do not grind.
True.
Okay?
So true.
All right. I think that's my speech over with.
Thanks for stopping by.
Yeah, thanks for stopping
No
by.
problem.
Absolutely.
It was fun. Really fun, actually.
Yeah, I'm glad you had a good time.
Absolutely. Hold on. Wait, I can toss myself. Hold on. Wait. Move to... Let's go here.
That was wholesome.
That was good.
You got motivational speaker Blue on the mic. Players are in the lobby. They do want a warm-up. So we will be getting that situated. The prediction is live. You have a minute to put your channel points on the line. It is time to cook. Oh no, that's not a good sign. Sitting on your hands pre-event match is probably not the best course of action.
They're keeping them warm.
Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Ooh, we're gonna have the single U mirror. Unfortunately, missing No does end up, or missing O ends up misdropping their opener. And Riley's just gonna start running away with this lead. If they're able to find the singular quad, it could be death. And that is the warm-up. So yeah, I would not be surprised if we see a lot of quick rounds here. A lot of opener deciders, because my goodness, they bursted that so quickly. And I think the opener might end up even being an equalizer here, because that is a 4,000 TR gap in favor of missing O, but Riley was able to take that round due to the initial misdraw. Getting a slight break. And now they are ready. Our combatants are set. We are going to see the single U mirror once again. We see that Riley enjoys the stick. Missing O is going to go for SDPC Classic. Not able to get the Force Surge, and Riley is going to just continue this PPS advantage sustained into the mid game, but now both of these players will have to deal with their subsequent misdrops.
Yeah, and this board doesn't look great for missing. There's the eyepiece, and then here is the...
Wait, the multiplier is there!
14!
Very nice find. Riley's looking for the down stack. Covers the next garbage hole. It's not looking good. Extremely dependent.
Oh, but there's the eyepiece.
Through sheer speed. The T-piece is there. They set up the T-spin, but they don't have the space that they're looking for. Missing O takes the first round. we are going to see the C-spin tank from Riley. Missing O sees it, starting to rotate that T-piece over and over. They really want to cancel the C-spin. They're not giving Riley extra ammo. But with how this stall works, Riley will be required to take this C-spin here or go for a greedy upstack. I'm very curious how that's going to go. And yeah, this is a required cancel pretty much. Missing O looking to preserve the back-to-back here, able to make it to the 4-surge threshold. Definitely the most 4 surges we've seen all event.
A little bit of well coverage there from Missing, who... Okay, there we go. Staying alive, things are good.
Oh no, uses both of the pieces required to fulfill that dependency. It's gonna be a tough out if Riley's able to find this down stack.
But Riley's board is quite cheesy right now, and Missing does negate most of what's coming in. There's the eyepiece, and there is the 11 spike. That's going to put even more cheese on Riley's board. Riley's going to have to do something about this very quick, but Missing finds the kill and finds the pressure in time.
Very nice survival from Missing O there. Unfortunately, Riley just had so much cheese on their board. It was such a daunting task, and it just wasn't executable in the slightest. But we are going to see that early O mirror once again. Missing O is actually going to completely forego on that SDPC. The surge comes out from Missing O. Breaks for canceling.
And Riley has a good downstack available. Ooh, but that is wrong.
No. They did not spin the T. Being forced to use the eyepiece on a non-quad.
There's the PC for Missing as Riley is setting up the C-spin.
Riley's doing a few all spins in their stack here, deciding how they want to take this down stack, if they want to power stack or if they want to just keep it simple. Missing O very high in the board, but they have quite the well if they're able to find this eyepiece. Gonna take the more immediate solve. Riley immediately setting that surge the moment they get it.
Yeah, and a misdrop to follow that up, but there's the fix. Things are looking good for Riley here, who has the piece that they need to clean up the board, and an open well for Riley looks pretty good, but the eye dependency, the unnecessary eye dependency that they just created isn't going to help them out, and it looks like they just have to bail on what could be some nicer garbage. They do find a good amount of attack out of it.
Multipliers there, they're gonna find it. Missing O has quite a few dependencies here. And that is a very well-timed 9 spike from Riley, and Riley is now on the board.
Ooh, Riley with the misdrop on the opener. 3 misdrops there from Riley. Looks like that might just be it for the round.
The L Giraffe is on the board. Missing O is not able to find any significant pressure though, so Riley might actually have an out. The T-spin double comes out from Missing, and Riley has no more stall placements.
Looks like Riley may have misdropped or misstacked a little bit of this opener here, but they're going to handle their board yet again. Missing, though, is going to find that 4 back-to-back, have that surge ready to go, and they're just going to keep this going in a 9-0, and it looks like they might not even need to break here because Riley's not looking great. There's the -9 appearing on the top of the board, and that is it for our matchup here.
Well played to both players. Unfortunately, in that last round, Riley did end up skipping on a C-spin that was in the middle of their stack. Sometimes it looks greedy, but sometimes it's handed to you, and discarding that did end up making it so they did not have the cancel pressure required.
But very well played from Riley there, despite being at the pretty notable TR deficit. Still came through and made some very strong plays.
Extremely strong plays.
Do we know if we're doing commentator swap now or after the next one?
I think we're doing it after the next one.
Got it.
We'll send the ping now. But I see O'Reilly in the VC, so it looks like they might be ready for an interview.
Hello.
Hello there.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yep.
There you are.
Yeah, hello everybody.
Hello.
All right. So, what are your thoughts on that matchup there?
So I already knew that I will have no chance against this guy, just by looking at the stats, and I'm also
Well, you
Oh,
did
no,
end
they
up cutting
cut
out
out.
there. See it flashing green, but don't hear any audio.
Sad.
Are we cooked?
hello. Do you hear me?
There you are.
Oh, there we go.
What? Okay. It's still like this or
This is good. Yeah. Yeah, anything else you'd like to say about that match? I think you played very well. I think that was very well done. But yeah, thank you for joining the bracket. Star, do you have any questions to ask?
How did
yeah,
you get in this
actually
match?
no. Yeah, I feel that there's still room for improvement, because I feel like I play pretty bad and it's like nowhere near good. So
Sometimes you just have those days.
yeah, but I'm still like positive because I got one round from him and he's like 2 ranks higher than me. So
Yeah, denying the sweep from a 4K TR gap is very impressive.
Very true. And then, I guess, what is your favorite music genre right now?
music, I think it's electronic. I listen to them a lot.
Nice, nice. That's a good one. Yeah.
Before we continue, thank you for the raid, Kifty. One of our players came through streaming the POV. Definitely give them a look-see. Hope your stream went well. And before we send you off, Riley, is there anything you want to tell our viewers about?
Yeah, I just want to say that do stick spin, guys. It is the best opener. And don't do 4 wide. It's the
True.
worst. Thank you.
This is a tidbit like reminiscent of like 2023 Tetrio. That is like surprising to hear now. But thank you for coming on.
Yeah, thank you. I really don't talk much, so yeah. Sorry if I did any inconvenience.
Yeah,
Oh, no, that's
worries.
fine.
No, we appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for, having this talk.
Yeah, of course.
Hello.
All right, and it looks like we have our last quarterfinals match ready to go.
Debating warm-ups, we are going to have Mega versus Grabo. Mega is a returning contestant here. We saw them the first streamed match of this. So we're gonna see how they do against their next opponent. And the warm-up will be happening.
%100% warm-up rate so far in our streamed matches.
Makes sense, it's a good tool, might as well take it. But Mega got that first well exactly where they would want it to be. I think they were looking for a PC there, but not quite existing. And that's gonna give Grabo a lot of time to get out of the situation.
Nice multiply from Grabo to find the win in the warm-up.
Very nice find, and both players just typing the in chat. How'd that prediction go? Oh my goodness, we have a clear favorite to win from at least the chat side.
But the TR very close together.
You're right, that is really close. I think that might be our closest matchup of this entire event so far.
Yeah, maybe.
Taking a slight break before we start our matchup, and despite the difference in points being put up for each player, there seems to be a lot of Grabo fans in the chat as well, so definitely some stakes on both sides here. But our combatants are set.
A little bit of a missed drop to start us off here from Grabo, but this is very fixable. They should be able to figure this one out pretty quickly.
Finding multiplier. Ooh, misholds on the extra multiplier, unfortunately. But that's still a lot of pressure being sent to Mega, but it's going to be so much clean to be counter spiked with.
Mega finds a pretty efficient down stack here. As Grabo's going to be up stacking a little bit before getting into the clean garbage below. And
7 comes out from Mega. Both players looking pretty cheese, but Mega's gonna prioritize the down stack first.
Grabo has no eyepiece for this well, and that misdrop on Z doesn't help their situation.
Mega is gonna be taking that first point there, but it looks like we might be seeing some genuine TKI mains. You'd love to see it. You've seen early TSD every single round from both players. Grabo gets a lot of clean, but it is unfortunately forced into column 2, so it's going to be pretty hard to take this efficiently. And Mega is looking for the re-engage on their next well.
Ooh, and Mega with a bit of a misdrop right here. This does look fairly fixable, but it is going to give Grabo the opportunity to attack a little bit. And we are 1-0.
Truly neck and neck situation. Might be too early to call it, but it's looking pretty even. Both players find the PC
sides.
Of equal effectiveness as well. Grabo going for a second one. Not quite able to find a third, and both back-to-backs break as well.
Mega was looking for the counter 4 there, but didn't find it. Had to downstack instead.
Grabo's gonna be forced to take a lot of compromising solutions. Not able to find the multiplier, but that is still a 6 combo. That is entirely mitigated by Mega's cancels.
Yeah, and Mega just striding a little bit here in this 09 stack. Keeping things clean as they're maybe looking to build back-to-back with this, and chooses to just down stack instead. I'd say that's a pretty smart move, given the state of their board.
Yeah, Mega's definitely been prioritizing neutral board states, but when they get an advantage, you see that they actually are aware enough to know when they're allowed to go in. Graybo, on the other hand, trying to find their way around a 0.3 speed deficit, and they're doing so pretty well, still at the bottom of their board right now. Absolutely no threat.
Both players kind of just trying to keep things clean. Graybo with a little bit of a down stack right there. Mega has the opportunity to get maybe some back-to-back going there, but they choose to just go for the down stack. They have that nice wall with T-spin double over it, and the opportunity to do some big damage here. A little combo comes out, and then a miss drop, but a very quick fix from Mega.
Graybo has a lot of cheese on their board, but they're getting down pretty efficiently as well. Mega has the floor well, and they're gonna keep that intact. We have crossed the 2-minute mark, so gravity margin time is going to start to take its effect.
Yeah, we can see that start to ramp up here. It's not going to affect our players too much right now, but it's still something to keep in mind as Mega does appear to have a miss drop. That well is covered, but it's very easy to get things stable again. Mega is going to do that and continue along with this down stack here. Mega was
has a few dependencies on their board. T-spin double, very important cancel. They're going to keep themselves afloat by just that, but they're going to need a little bit more to survive the sustain. Ooh, Mega does end up misdropping though. That's going to give Graybo a very good out.
Yeah, Graybo has a little bit of down stack to go here, but it's not looking great, especially as that is covering well. That eyepiece, they're not the most ideal placement, and Mega with this TSD doesn't even need it to close out the point.
That was very good spawn awareness from Graybo to not end up topping out there and taking it all the way down to the O piece, but even still, there's just no outs available, and that was just a very clean round by Mega. But we're gonna see some LST from Graybo. Unfortunately, they end up misdropping it, but they end up finding the Force Surge first. Mega's able to mitigate the incoming cheese and get a pretty nice advantage from board state after that.
Graybo down at the bottom here.
Nice TSD find from Graybo. Mega's still trying to stay low. Graybo has the worst Q known to man right now. There were so many ways out, and they found the one seed where they just couldn't get anything. And Mega is gonna take that round. Graybo's gonna go into some more LST, looking to not end up misdropping again. Mega's low on the board, has his TSD, whether it be for canceling or for pressure purposes.
Graybo up at the top here. This isn't looking good. And that is going to be a 4th point for Mega, bringing them to a match.
And it looks like Mega has definitely found the momentum and the win condition of just pure consistency here. Already knowing when they're actually allowed to go in. Just trying to keep themselves low. Graybo's gonna have to take a lot more drastic measures to break this chain.
And there are the drastic measures right there. As Graybo finds the point, doesn't even need to break that back-to-back. Mega got a little careless with their stacking there and did lose the point because of it.
Very nice adaptation from Graybo. Already seeing 4 APS 6-3 start. I'm sorry,
Wow,
what? You can
what?
pull that? And yes, this is genuine sprint stacking, not a T-spin in sight, going for pure speed, hoping they can sheer outpace Mega. If it's gonna work out, we're about to find out. Finding the Force Surge threshold, but Mega just has such an insane board state, ends up misdropping at the worst possible time. and the drastic measures are having drastic consequences.
Yeah, Graybo does have a 23-second 40 lines. I just checked. So,
Dang.
yeah, that's insane, actually.
Not able to get the explosive start that they're looking for. Mega put some very nice initial pressure with that PC onto Graybo's board, but Graybo's finding some pretty nice down stacks at the moment. Very nice down stack from Mega. Graybo will be receiving a little bit of cheese here, and this could be the deciding factor if Mega is able to persist with their pressure.
Yeah, this isn't looking great on Graybo's board. There are the J pieces to get out of this here, but the I piece...
That's an I piece dependency!
And Mega finds the win.
Very well played from both players. Mega finding the consistency win condition. Graybo finding a very good adaptation, but not able to take the 4 rounds in a row that were necessary. Just a good matchup all around. GG's.
Yeah, GG's for sure.
I believe this will be our final interview before the commentary swap. So if our players want one, hop in the Celestial Yap corner and you will be dragged. There's Mega.
Hello.
Okay.
Welcome in, you two. How's it going? Any thoughts on the matchup?
The moment he started going 6-3 sprinting, it was like, whoa, 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 whoa!
Yeah, I wanted to think.
And as well,
That was wild. I was not ready for that.
So I guess we'll ask you
and
both
also
a
I
question.
like noticed that when you like mentioned the miss drop, I was like, actually, I don't have a response to that. It's like the peace sequence was just not there, and just like that was already a lost cause in and of itself.
Yeah, sometimes that's what happens, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, would you two say that you have a favorite
gonna
opener?
start studying pieces.
Oh? You were cutting
Kind
out
of going robot there.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I hate this internet. I'm gonna be sweating pieces. Pretty sure.
I see.
Well, on my part, I kind of thought that playing against Mega would be easy, but I just threw up. I don't know. I thought like I'm gonna be doing fine. I thought though, and then I like dropped a bunch of pieces not where I wanted. Maybe it didn't look wrong, but it didn't felt the way I wanted. And then I just started, messing up.
Unfortunate underestimation
the
into Nerf's
misreads.
combo.
My question for you guys is, what is your favorite piece besides the I and the T, and what is your least favorite piece besides the O?
Okay. My
Wow.
favorite one is S piece, and the
Okay.
worst one is Z piece.
Okay, love that.
L or J is the favorite. S or Z is the least favorite.
Okay, love that.
The second least favorite.
So it seems that Mega's a fan of symmetry. Graybo, is this a single rotate moment?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah, I guess.
It's a yeah.
I see. It seems pretty common. You will figure it out in due time. And I guess, Mega, you would already answer this one. Graybo, how did you get into stacking?
Well, first I was watching some YouTube, and then it showed up on YouTube, you know, since I was playing it. And so first I started with TOP, and then I just moved over to Tetrio. It was kind of random.
Spur of the moment, and then you just kept with it? I see.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Pretty much.
And before we send you off, is there anything you want to tell our audience about?
No.
Get Tetris Effect while it's on sale during the winter. You won't regret it.
So true! All right. In that case, no further questions from me. Lyra?
Yeah, I think we're good.
All right. Thanks for
All right,
coming
see
on.
ya.
All right, we are going to get our swap going here. I'm not entirely sure how this works, so if anybody wants to take over, feel free.
Our next commentator is already here on standby.
Hell yeah.
Thank you very much for coming on, Lyra. Very much enjoyed this.
Thank you for having me. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Oh wow, I exist. Hello.
Welcome. Hi.
I'm very excited to be commentating today. It's my first time doing comms in a while, so I hope everyone will be nice to me.
We're gonna be very wholesome here. It's gonna be nice.
Alright.
Are you ready for our next matchup? This is going to be the semifinals.
Oh, it's the semis already.
Yeah. Single elimination starting to get dicey. We've got our Titans in the mix right now.
Alright. Let's do this. Apparently we're running ads, so...
Mm-hmm. Random wants to warm up? We will get a warm up. I also love you rubbing your hands together maniacally. Very silly. I tend to do that a lot as well, but I don't think my mic picks it up. I think it would be funnier if it did.
Oh wait, you heard me rubbing my hands together?
Yes, I can hear that too!
Are you for real? I did not think my mic was that sensitive.
Mm-hmm. Gonna see the PCO from Danae. Good luck, have fun's drop in the chat. And Random is starting with their almost patented DT because of the way they managed to build it almost every time. Random, unfortunately not able to find the 4-surge threshold, but they are gonna put some cheese onto Danae's board and reject Danae's own 4-surge.
Danae looking up here with some relatively clean garbage. When this drops in there, takes the piece from triple. I'm not sure if that was worth it.
I think it actually was pretty worth it. Very required canceling there, but Random still has so much more sustained pressure. Oh my... The Road 20 SCSD, the Tetrio exclusive maneuver. Once again, within a row of living and dying. It's getting extremely dicey. Random finds a TST, but not gonna find it in time. 20 spike from Danae. The situation has found its reversal.
Only in Tetrio would you ever see gameplay as great as this. This is the warm-up.
That is the most Tetrio survival I have ever seen, truly using every mechanic to your advantage. And that was just the warm-up. Yeah, you got that right.
Is this what we're gonna see for the rest of the entire set? Because if so...
That might be the most ridiculous survival I have ever seen. And I've seen some crazy shenanigans.
I have no words for that one. I'm just speechless.
Understandably so. I would not be surprised if the players take a little bit of a break before the actual match. Oh, never mind. Random's just already ready. Said run it back. Danae is also ready. Our combatants are set. What round is this? This is semis.
And we're off. Random coming out with SPC spin. Danae opening with PCO does not find a PC here. And Random's just going at it. We have a 2.6 PPS opener, a 16 spike.
Danae, once again, line of living or dying, still gonna find the survival. Random has locked in so hard that they have completely abandoned the DT. It is not often I thought I would see that happen.
Well, sometimes you gotta throw away your morals to win at all costs.
I mean, it's not necessarily morals. They've had that in the back pocket, but my goodness, do you actually see them pull it out in tournaments?
Danae takes the first set. Or sorry, Danae take the first round.
Danae's really leveraging all of the plonking experience known to man right now. And Random is gonna return to the multiple T-waste DT cannon. They looked over, recognized they had time, and they're power stacking. They have 3 T-pieces at the ready, starting this down stack combo. Danae's also screen watching. They know they have some time. They're gonna try and leverage as many stall placements as possible, but now they have to make a decision.
Now Danae coming here with the down stack, looking very clean. With a couple of T-spins here, they can probably put a little bit more pressure on Random, who is also putting on the pressure. A couple of quick spikes here and there. It's no problem for Danae, who just keeps on surviving. These placements are cold and calculated.
Here you go, 11 spike from Random. A lot of the times there's a lot of emphasis put on finding multiplier combos because of the sheer damage sent, but Random, in the way that they're sending combos, is making sure that even if the clean is canceled, they're still receiving cheese, and that is a DPC spin, and the Mistral on the cheese!
He killed himself with the...
Oh, you hate to see a clip spawn like that. Tetrio Mechanics giveth and Tetrio Mechanics taketh away. Unfortunately, in this case, it's going to be in favor of Danae.
That was smart. Anyway, moving on. Random, we now see a bunch of pressure being put on Random by Danae. Random needs to find a quick down stack here.
Finding a quick down stack, they do. That is what Random does best. Look at this pieces per second advantage, but they are at the surge disadvantage. Danae trying to stack it up as high as possible, looking for the opportune time to strike.
Seems like Danae just wants to hold that surge for as long as possible right now. They're going for
a little bit cheesy. They might have to make the decision soon,
but they don't.
They have the eyepiece in hold for the skims, but just didn't recognize it in time, and that's gonna put Random on the board. Very nice punish.
Just goes to show you should never engage in greed unless you're fast enough.
Much less important for speed, more important on awareness. If you know your limits, then you'll be fine. But Danae ended up getting another surge lead, and they're going to be in a very similar situation, hoping they don't make the same mistake. Random has a lot of clean on their board. It's going to be a matter of accessing it, finding the T-spin to send a little bit more pressure to Danae, which is canceled. And Random is going to be staring face to face with a 10 surge deficit.
That surge gets popped off. Random finds the way out of that one. Still on the top of their board though. All it takes is one quad or one T-spin out of Danae, and it's game over for Random. But
Random's power stacking for canceling.
Gims.
And they find the best Q I've ever seen, completely bailed out of that situation, and Danae has had the situation reversed outside of their favor now, looking for their own survival. 6 combo for countering. And the well is open!
It's looking pretty good here. Sports states are absolutely even right now. Danae and Random are trading clean for clean.
Danae canceled the cheese, clean for clean indeed.
Now Random's stuck at the top of the board. A weird skim with the T-piece there forces Random to cover up their garbage. And that denies them the down stack they need. Danae is now 3-1.
Those very well-timed spikes for Danae. Had they waited any longer, it could have been a problem. Had they sent it any earlier, Random would have had cancels. It's truly the plonking experience shining in full light. Danae's trying to forecast this STSD here, hoping they get the exact piece queue that they're looking for, which they are going to find, even making the 4 surge threshold. I think Danae by far has gotten the most surges in this event.
Certainly so.
Oh no, Random's looking extremely dependent, and they're gonna force an eyepiece dependency on their stack, looking for the cancels, able to be aware of their spawn, but it's still not looking good, staring down this 9 surge deficit.
If Danae tries to search here, then it's over. But Random finds the down stack out of this precarious situation, has a quad to cancel some of that surge. It's still looking pretty bad for Random here as Danae just keeps trying to pile on the pressure.
Yeah, Danae's definitely falling into the fallacy of greed here. The moment they get a surge, you're like, I want the biggest number possible, but it's not effective if you can't leverage it, if you can't convert it. Random finding the clutch clear, but it's not enough. It is still going to be match point Danae. Random ends up misrocking the DT. They're gonna be forced to improvise. Danae's still doing some shenanigans. Very nice Kaidan forecast here. Random has a pretty open board state. Not dealing with too much danger at the moment. 14 down stack spike. Danae is in an extremely dependent position. If Random can find this pressure in time, it will be a kill, and that's exactly what happens.
Seems like we're hanging on for dear life right now. Will we see a reverse? I wonder.
It is most definitely in the cards. Random's gonna have to play a little bit more careful. But it is most definitely doable. Danae is gonna find that Trinity follow-up that they've been looking for all tournaments. If it's gonna pay off, we're about to find out. Random looking to access their well. They found it. They're going down, but Danae has the cancels at the ready.
Big 17 spike from Danae there. Random finding the perfect defense, but wastes the eyepiece. I'm not sure what the plan was there. Misdrops the O-piece. It may just be over.
Oh no, Random did have an all spin out, not able to see it, but the well is open once again. They're gonna have the cancels. Danae looking for the count to 4 to try and force Random to make some decisions that they would rather not. Random finding the multiplier and beyond. 15 spike. Danae finds the initial survival, but not the sustain. And Random carries the momentum.
Alright, this next bag is looking very open-ended here. Danae going with the classic PCO. Finds the quad PC.
You'll love to see the quad PC. I think there actually was a moment in Tetrio where finding the quad PC would be +2 back-to-back. Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to be the case anymore.
Indeed, that is not the case anymore. Oh.
The surge comes out from Danae.
Those old times when we've got Danae over here. Breaking out all of these spins.
Oh my!
Danae
is the tech!
Random just absolutely denied any chance at surviving that.
Danae has learned from their mistakes. They're not going to get greedy with the surge. The moment they get any amount of pressure, they are breaking to make it that much more potent, and that is going to be a set win. Valiant efforts to Random, but the run ends there.
Random, you're fired.
Oh. Well,
welcome in.
Explains it all. Yeah, I'm fired. I'm gone.
All right, what are your thoughts on that matchup there?
I tried my best, but I'm more upset that the team I bet on is out of the CS2 major. I'm really heartbroken by that.
Yeah, I was praying for you the moment I saw that fun fact. Unfortunately, it didn't end up working out. Or I guess, do you have any thoughts on the entire event? Because this is your first interview here.
Wait, I need to collect my thoughts. Like, I'm going over a little heartbreak here. Hold on.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Like, my team is out, dude. The team I'm rooting for is out. So far, the event, fun. I feel like I should have arranged some stuff in advance for what I wanted to do and not to do. But it was a spur of the moment joining this tourney. It was fun so far. I can't wait to see the following matches there after this one. I got channel points out of this matchup at least. That's the least I could get out of that.
Congratulations.
Wait, did you
I'm
not
sorry
bet
for
on
those
yourself?
who believe. No. Like playing against a plonker is a real weakness of mine, and I don't know what else to say. I try to swap and switch up my playstyle a little bit too late into the game, and I misjudge whenever I could tank some damage or not, and here we are. Congrats to Danae for the win.
Hey, your efforts were noticed. And Danae, what do you think about that matchup?
Yeah, I'm not sure what to say. I mean, I feel like the matchup with Random Guy historically has been pretty even. Yeah, sometimes Random has crossed to me. And
Yeah, in
sometimes-
TL, it happens.
It's gone both ways, so it could have gone either way today. I felt like.
Most
Gone
certainly.
either way, certainly did. I mean, there were reversals left and right there, and I think if Random didn't misdrop a couple of these, Random would have won. Absolutely.
I've been misdropping the whole tourney so far. It's been a
whole
lot
thing.
of unfortunate misdrops right after the other, and not enough time to work myself out of those. Yeah.
Yeah, we've all been there on that.
Dubs, do you have any questions?
This is my first interview, so, oh, Random. When you did that mid-game DT at the top of the board,
Oh,
was
that was
like-
greed. That was pure greed. I just thought, hey, I can do a DT right now. That'd be funny to just bring it back, but
So was the C-spin not planned?
no, I don't do C-spins.
You heard it
I
here
don't really
first,
think
folks.
too much about
Random is a
them.
greeter through and through.
Yes, that's
You
my
know what?
play
That's the
style,
way to go.
unfortunately.
Playing for the fans, pretty much.
Okay. I don't have any further questions. Star, do you have any further questions?
I guess random, since we didn't get it from you, then how did you get into stacking?
Oh my god, that's a tough question. Like, when did I start stacking? When I start playing this game? Like,
how do you want to interpret the question?
Well, I'm asking you how.
I think that gives a lot of personality to the answer, but I guess we'll go with let's say that you've been taking breaks. Your most recent return to stacking. Let's start there.
I'm blanking on that one. I mean, I've played the same. I've always went for a greedy DT cannon mainly as a way to survive and cope with the PPT players who are playing Puyo. I don't greed because I want to. It's like the only way I know how to survive, basically.
Oh, it's out of necessity.
It was out of necessity, and it's very much not a thing in this game. There were 2 rounds I took by surprise I did not expect to take off of Danae when I just decided to stay low to the board. That would be a death sentence in PPT as it were back then. And so that keeps surprising me. I can't handle well dealing with plonkers, as it were. And so it's quite difficult for me to try to deal with players with that playstyle. I saw the previous matches in which Danae were playing, and I was really afraid of the back-to-back build-up. The surge was a thing on my mind quite often. And so I don't know if it was noticeable. I did take some pauses in the middle of the game to see, well, are they going to break it now? Are they not?
It was
I rarely do that. It's not my playstyle. I usually don't look at my opponent. I just do things on my board. And
I mean, that was a
starting to
pretty good adaptation. It was working pretty well when you did start noticing.
Yeah, and I'm learning pretty quick that yeah, I need to watch my opponent's board. That's the lesson I take from this one. And for everyone else in the tourney, watch your opponent's board, I guess? Question mark? New tech unlocked?
Screen watching's been my whole strategy from the start. I'm gonna vouch for it too. Very important message. You're hearing a reform right now. But Danae, speaking of which, your plonking has been doing very well in this entire event. Is there anything you want to say on that front, whether it's from specific matchups or just in general?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's just the kind of playstyle I'm comfortable with. Just, yeah, I don't know if there's too much to say on this right now. Just kind of it's just kind of the style I naturally settled into, I guess. when I do try and like speed up and play faster, it often doesn't go well actually.
Handshake emoji. But yeah, in that case, if there's no further questions, is there anything that you want to leave our audience with before we send you off?
Thank you for having us. Don't forget to put in your channel points for the next predictions that are coming up right now. We got Mega and Missing O coming up. Don't forget to do that. Please put in your channel points.
Hey, he's stealing our job.
Well. The timer's running out
Unpaid
on the
labor in my stacking community. Never.
The clock is running out of the predictions. Get to it quick, announcers.
Go, go.
And you guys gotta get out of here, so you go.
Good luck to the contestants. Good luck to the next contestants. And thank you for having me. Bye.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thanks for sticking around. Good luck in grants.
Alright,
that was lit.
that was pretty lit. I think that was the most hype match so far.
I think there were a lot of like amazing moments in that match, but we do have our final match before Grands, Missing O versus Mega. We've actually seen Mega go through this bracket since the very beginning because they were the round 1 match we streamed, so there could be a little bit of bias in their favor here. But Missing O has also been pulling out an incredible performance so far, only dropping a single round in this entire event. Currently, the players are deliberating if they want to warm up. Dubs, do you have any thoughts?
I'm just here, man. But I do want to take a look at the matchups, because I like crunching numbers before watching matches go down. And seeing the numbers on both of these players here, it's going to be pretty even. I think Mega probably edges the win out here.
Yeah, within the 1,000, I think within 200 TR. Definitely the closest matchup, I think, in this entire event in a TR standpoint, but stats don't tell the whole story. We are skipping the warm-up straight into the action, the first of this event's kind. Never mind.
Nope, apparently not.
We are continuing the trend of warm-ups every game. It's a pretty good tool. I always advocate to taking it when you can.
I concur.
I'm gonna see what they cook up.
I'm reminded of that one time when someone had a land denied warm-up and then they didn't get used to their keyboard.
Yep, the age-old Firestorm clip. Homie did not find the keys.
That one.
I think something also happened with Garbo saying warm-ups are for losers, and then they got cooked by the keyboard as well. Warm-ups were important.
He needed the warm-up. Okay, getting into the warm-up here. We got misdropping the OTs here. It's going for some weird T-spins on the side. I'm not sure how they're gonna get out of this one.
It's not looking good for Missing. Oh! Wait, Missing had such an interesting plan there. They tried to like have the silly overhang to get their T-piece down to get the cancel material. There wasn't that much to do afterwards, but it would have been nice for the initial survival. But unfortunately, they do end up losing that warm-up, but they do get some crucial information. Time to see how that carries on.
We are getting insider information from Missing O saying light switch moments.
I mean, Mega's internet has not been the best historically, and that's continuing into now. We've seen a little bit of desync as the event progresses, so if Missing O is a plonker in any capacity, they could be seeing some difficulties here, but we're gonna have to see how they overcome. Our combatants are set.
And we're off to the races. We're seeing PCO come out from both sides. Choosing not to take PCO.
Could not be more different.
Yeah, there's a
take the full down stack.
Missing.
Ooh, we're seeing a lot of desync here. Mega's gonna find that force surge, sending it off immediately. Mega's gonna take the full down stack. 12 spike. Missing O, unfortunately not able to get the force surge. We're gonna see them find a little bit of efficiency in their stack in the meantime. Oh, that's a ridiculous power stack for Mega. I think the desync actually helps Missing O there because now they have some time to react. But even still, it's too great. And Mega takes the first round.
There's so much power stacking going out here.
I mean, if you do have what is essentially a lag switch, that is a strategy you can use because your opponent simply cannot react to the decision you make to power stack. But hopefully desync has not played that much of a factor in the remainder of this set.
Only time will tell as we get into the next round here. Mega! I didn't see that one coming. I saw that Mega had like a really big well there, but I did not see the surge there.
Yeah, that was pretty well timed. Missingo ended up misdropping there, and misdropping in 6-3 when you're already so dependent is just such a death sentence if your opponent is aware. Missingo gonna go for the SDPC Classic, not able to find the PC, but they still have a really good board state.
Indeed. No, Mega still piling on the pressure, just going as fast as they possibly can, but Missingo still having the speed advantage here.
Missingo has been making like pretty textbook good plays, but in practice it's just not working out in the ways that they would want to. Mega keeps getting the best board states known to man and counting. Look at this impressive 4-5 stack, and Missingo simply does not get the pieces they need when they need them.
Another good back for SDPC. Missingo going for the classic. And there's the PC. No! There's no PC! Chooses not to take it.
What's a PC?
I don't know, something you eat probably. Let's get back into this. Mega, once again with the light switch moment.
Desync cannon. Always a terrifying sight. Missingo trying to make do to the best of their ability, but this is quite the momentum to be coming back from.
They're just trying to do whatever they can to maintain a clean board state, and right now it's working out as Missingo tries to transition into a 6-3 here. The quick spikes.
Into mid-game, we're seeing the speed start to equal out, and Missingo actually playing fast enough to sustain the spike counter all the way up to 25. Mega trying to find the full down stack, putting just 2 lines of cheese onto Missingo's board. Gonna make it that much harder to find the ending clean, but they're not gonna be phased at all.
Here comes the burst out of Mega again. These wells are really close to the edges of the board. We love 8-1 stacking.
Oh no, that placement's not allowed! It's gonna clip spawn! And Missingo is finally on the board!
Okay, moving on. We're seeing the classics again, PCO versus SDPC.
It seems that these players have identified favorites in this matchup. If they pay off, we're about to find out in whose favor. Oh no, this is not a good time for desync if you're Missingo. Gonna see that burst from Mega. It is gonna end up full canceling in the end. But there's so much more desync where that came from. Oh my goodness. We see that they have the I piece at least and a T piece as well, so I would not be surprised if they're sending like 25 by the time this is over. And this is actually a surprising amount of desync. I would not be surprised this is a DC by this point.
Yeah.
Missingo has no choice but to just send as much pressure as possible. There's no plonking allowed here. Keep the jets on.
And yeah, there's the DC cannon.
I mean, DC. Our DC rules, Mega will forfeit that round, and if it happens again, that will be a set forfeit, so hopefully that doesn't end up being the case. But the score is now 3-2.
3-3. Oh, is it 3-2? Yeah, it is.
Because, yeah.
I can't count.
Like, you were adding 1 to the score, but the score does include the round that was just played, even on DC.
Yepers. Okay, well, I guess while we wait for them to get back into this. I forgot what I was going to say. I was going to segue into something and then I forgot.
Truly a commentator moment.
I love being on the air and then, like, there's nothing to talk about, so all you can really do is just yap about, like, the weather.
Oh, let me look outside my window right now. What's it looking like? It's actually pretty clear skies. Oh, wow. Let's just see.
I can tell you right now, there is, like, several feet of snow outside my house, and Mega is back in the room.
All right. The return.
Okay, so I assume we're going to be topping out boards to get back to the original score that we left off on.
Yep, that is what happens.
Okay.
You could also just set it to first to 3 and have missing top out once.
I think that is what we were doing, so yeah,
Alright.
missing will top out one time. Mega is absolutely pouring it out.
Slandering the whole company, the partners, the sponsors, everything, bruh. That internet is cooked.
Mega single-handedly starting a boycott movement.
Do a Mel and slap the router? I mean, it works for Mel.
Okay, we should be getting back into this real soon.
Alright, we have ironed out everything that needs to happen in this pre-game. Missing O tops out once, and now it's time. Ooh, the combatants have switched sides since the last time they faced. But now it is time to resume the set. Missing O needs to win 3. Mega needs to win 2. Gonna see SDPC Classic for Missing O. Unfortunately not able to find the PC. Think that was a misdrop as well.
I don't think it's a case of unfortunately more so as it is Missing O just deliberately choosing not to take the PC every time. It's working out for them as they get a whole bunch of search here to send over to Mega.
And Mega's just been doing a very good job of keeping their board state completely clean. Like, it's not often I see Mega with an unclean board state, even throughout all of the damage. It's either they have the board state or they kind of just die.
Indeed.
Oh, not a good misdrop for Missing. We're at least able to find the first well, looking for the next. Mega doesn't have the kill pressure at the moment, so Missing O is in the clear.
Here we go with the good down stacks. Missing, do I see it? I smell the DT cannon brewing.
You saw them make that decision in real time. They were definitely looking at it.
He was looking at it, but he didn't.
We're looking at Mega's side right now. This is one of those unclean board states, and the moment that happens, you know what the rule is. Mega must just perish, and Missing O is going to tie up this set.
We're down with just 3 more potential rounds. Now we're seeing some freeform stacking, both Missing and Mega going to 9-0.
Wait, both going into 9-0 Classic.
The certified stacker move.
It's so true.
Now Mega, a lot of cheese-like residue looking up on the board here. Missing, we've got a 4 or 5 stack coming out here, but a bunch of dependencies.
So much clean. But a lot of their pressure was cancelled out by Mega's pre-send. So Missing O will not have the adequate pressure in order to find the kill shot, and Mega will be surviving to the next engagement.
Now we've got multiple IP dependencies on Missing's board. Mega trying to capitalize on this as much as they can here, but it's not working out.
There's a lot of dependencies on Mega's board as well.
Another calm before the storm here.
100%. Both players just trying to keep it safe. They understand the win condition, understand it well. Missing O is going to find it first. Looking to try and leverage this pressure advantage as far as possible. Gonna find a fractal as well. Force Surge at the ready. Mega's at the most severe disadvantage they have been thus far. Very good timing on the send from Missing O. And that's going to be match point. The reversal is upon us.
Now this is one of those very open-ended bags. He got OJLI all super early. Missing out going for the SCPC Classic. Once again, choosing not to take the PC.
Missing has a very clean board seat, a purely man-made stack. They're able to find the Force Surge. Mega's gonna be staring down at disadvantage, and Missingo's gonna find the Surge release into Multiplier! 23 Spike! Mega has no clears, no skims at all, no saw placements! And Missingo, the second the lag switch is turned off, gonna completely sweep the sets!
That is very GG's to Missing.
Unfortunate that that's the way the cookie crumbles, but we will be seeing Missing O in Grand Finals. Valiant effort from Mega.
Despite the lag switch failing out, they did the best that they could, and I'm very impressed with how that turned out.
Now, we have already interviewed these players, but if they want another one, you do have the floor. Missing O hops in the VC. Mega wants to return. You have the option too. Welcome in. There's Mega. Hi, hi.
Hi. Welcome, welcome.
All right, so thoughts on the match?
I'm mad. I'm actually mad. Internet screwed me over.
No, but rightfully so.
You have a right to be mad. I mean, yeah, I would also be mad too.
I mean, personally, there is nothing more that tilts me than desync.
And then I just...
You always hate to see
Wait
it.
until I render my POV and you'll see how bad it was.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah, because you said you were recording your POV. Hopefully that's not also amplifying the issue.
No. I don't think that has to do anything with internet.
Alright, lit. Alright.
Hey.
Dubs, do you have any
I
questions?
just don't understand. Like, I have a diesel line that's 30 years old. How else we internet speeds that are about as fast as the 90s?
I think I don't know
We're
what's
certainly
surprising.
hearing the effects of that.
The fact that like the effects are so audible, or the fact that I understood every word of that. I see.
We gotta get this person
It's
to get a good
cellular
internet
right
connection.
now, and I don't know if I need to place the router in a better position. Like in my own room, and then I have to have an access point with my parents, so they still have Wi-Fi.
Ugh.
I mean, we saw you also slander the cellular as well.
Yeah, that too.
It was not just the internet.
Both the most popular ISPs for both at home and cellular are doing absolute jack when it comes to providing a stable service.
My condolences to that. Okay, I would like to move on from this. I only have one question. It's for Missing O. When you saw Mega just desyncing the heck out, what were your plans to try to counter that?
Well, okay, when I see this in like TL, I have no idea what to do. So I just like default stride. And I didn't want to be disrespectful
That is what you're supposed to do.
either, but and then eventually they disconnected.
Yeah, you hate to see it. I mean, everyone has different strategies for what happens when someone just desyncs so hard that they phase out of existence.
I will tell you what the strategy is every time. You have to default stride because you have no idea what you're about to receive when that desync resolves, and you don't want to roll the dice on, oh, maybe they want to DC, I'm just being nice. No, you will get cooked if you sit there, it resolves, and then you're just receiving their entire stride while you sat there and did nothing. So just keep out pressuring. That's the only thing you can do.
So true. I might have to adopt that. Yes, I've been trying to plonk through desyncs. No, don't judge me.
No! Like, I'm saying this as, like, a #1 plonker stan enjoyer. Like, no, that's the point where you have to, like, make a decision or just perish.
Okay, well, I don't have any further questions. Star, do you have any further questions?
Well, in that case, before we send you off for potentially the final time, is there anything you want to leave our audience with?
Me?
Both of you.
Oh. They should go first.
Don't live in a private house.
So true.
Noted. And missing?
Well, if this is my chance to shine, potentially last, I want more people to play TGM.
Yeah, that has been your
just
fun fact for a
anything
while.
not modern. That's all.
Understandable.
Thank you very much for your words of wisdom.
Appreciate you having on, but we're gonna send you off now. Thank you. Alright, and before we get into our grand finals, we will remind you that this is actually a prize pool event. Of course, the main prize pool goes to the intergalactic bracket, but there are incentives that would affect this bracket as well. For example, at €200, all participants in this entire event will be subject to win more supporter raffles, because every single bracket is getting supporter raffles. And then also at €450, there will be more raffles that are given out to chat as well. So those are the relevant ones if you want to give our players some loves, but there's also a command that lets you see the entire incentives list and milestones, because a lot of you are very interested in. We made sure we got some very good input from viewers and staffers alike. So yeah, check that out. Send some love.
Indeed.
Yeah, Missing O is just now coming to the realization that they did in fact make it to grand finals. But yeah, our combatants are in the room debating warm-up currently. And as it is grand finals, we are going to be increasing the win count by 2. So this will be a first to 7 rather than the standard first to 5 this entire event has been on. So we're going to give them a lot more time to adapt to each other, and it's going to be a very good set. The prediction will be online soon. No, it's not going to be deuce, it's just first to 7.
Yeah, I think if we had deuces on, it would, like, take a lot more time.
Yeah, we're just going to avoid that edge case entirely.
Okay, are we doing a warm-up? I think we are doing a warm-up.
Being on opposite sides of the bracket, they've only had the stream to really get info, so this is going to be very important. Stakes are as high as they could be for, you know, grand finals. Danae's going to get the initial all clear. Missing go pretty dependent, but able to find the initial down step.
They're both taking it very slow, as they should be doing for a warm-up.
Yeah, just testing the waters. Limit testing is very good in the warm-up. Missing looking for the Forcer. They are going to greed for it. And it is going to pay off dividends, getting a pretty clear advantage.
We love Shark Surge. Danae over here. A weird J-piece weird J-piece placement leads to them having to cover their well, and unfortunately, good timing for missing means that Danae just gets absolutely vaporized. That is the warm-up round.
There will be no further interruptions. This is it. Our players will be taking a slight break, and then we are going right back into the action. Both players now ready. Our combatants are set.
This is the grand finals match of the Stellaris bracket. I'm hoping the sparks will fly.
Oh, 100%. Not even a question. Missing out going with their tried and true SDPC classic. Danae playing this as slow as they usually do, just testing out the waters, trying to find their way in, but Missing's got a pretty good 6-3 and a surge lead as well. Oh my, they got the column 7. Well, it's not looking good for Danae. That's death in most situations. Are they going to find the down stack? They're gonna find the initial. Can they survive the follow-up and the sustain?
There goes missing Surge. It's Danae. Danae throws away the survival. I'm pretty sure there was a go down there.
Even still, they survived the 11, but it wasn't looking good for the subsequent 10. I think that was just too much pressure to do anything about. Very nice opening round played for Missing, though.
I'm looking forward to what's gonna happen next. I think we got Danae over here with a confident, solid LST going here.
Yeah, Danae has been trying to attempt LST quite often. It hasn't always worked out well, but this is going to be the exception. Getting the count to 4 over the single cheese line. If it pays off, we're about to find out, because Missingo has quite the well. Danae recognizes the misdrop, gonna send off the Surge. Missingo now is extremely dependent on this down stack. Danae just needs to find the kill pressure, and they're gonna be a little bit too late.
Unfortunately, as Missing finds the quick down stack to get out of that pressure. Now we return to another calm period. Both players are just trying to build up material again. We see Danae hitting the 4 Surge. Chooses to pop it off.
Danae has learned from their mistakes of the previous sets. They have started to not get greedy with the Surge, breaking it the moment they find a potential opportunity to not only just out-pressure, but maybe even kill sometimes, and it's paying off extremely well.
Our opener rounds here are very calm. There's basically almost no movement, it's just trying to set up for the mid-game.
And Missingo is going to send that Surge almost immediately, but Danae is able to survive. They don't have the best board state, they're looking extremely dependent, but if they're able to find this down stack, that's quite a lot of pressure, but that S-piece misdrop will be nailing the coffin. And Missingo takes a second point.
Unfortunate. You never want to see that happen, especially at the top of the board. We have a good SCPC back here for Missing, who decides to take their classic once again. And once again, choosing not to find PC.
Danae is going to find the down stack to the floor, looking for the count to 4. Missingo is going to find that 4 Surge threshold, but it is not sent as canceling, it is sent raw. If that's a good idea, we're about to find out, but Danae doesn't have any pressure at the moment, so it might just be okay.
Quick TST kick over there. It doesn't set as a full TST. Danae's finding a whole bunch of TST kicks here. Whether that pays off, I'm not entirely sure, but it's probably not for the better as they tough out there. And Missingo takes a 3rd round.
Alright, PCO from Missingo. Danae's doing their classic Finn donation opener. Yes, they open with Finn, looking for the Trinity follow-up. I think that's a misdrop, but they're still gonna make it to the floor, so they're not under any threats thus far.
I have been bamboozled by the same opener. Absolutely rendered speechless. I am very sorry.
Yeah, literally every commentator has done the same thing, myself included. And wow, these are some really good ball spins from Danae. They are really leveraging the Surge advantage. They recognize that there's not too much of a reason to break right now. They're gonna take the entire 14 spike. This is actually a pivotal moment here.
Big power stack on the horizon here.
There it is, 20, 21, 23, 26. What an amazing down stack spike.
If we see more of this, Danae may just take the whole thing. Okay, moving on to the next round. Missingo building up their back-to-back as early as possible here. Transitions into a nice 6-3 here. Meanwhile, Danae trying to get back down. Misdrops the S-piece. I think that might be nailing the coffin here.
Not quite. Okay, there it is.
Okay, there it is.
It's like they had a technical out on paper, and then the T-piece was actually nailing the coffin. Unfortunate. But this is not match point. This is grand finals, therefore it is first to 7. Missingo's gonna have to work a little bit harder if they want to take this title.
Hey. It's looking very calm right now. Missing overstacks. Try
Missing
to get a power stack for the TSD there.
Times, and then just declined it every time. Unfortunately, it doesn't pay off because they thought a little bit too hard about it. Then comes out from Danae. The shenanigans don't end there. Check this out. Bang. But they're finally gonna start their normal down stack. Oh my, oh what a find!
Normalcy. What is going on
No,
here?
they're too slow to get the eyepiece! Missing O gets to 5, but once again, that's not enough. Danae still has a little bit of leeway. But you would rather not exhaust that if you can avoid it. You get one set, one opportunity. Will you bring it home? I spin fine from Danae, but there's no skims after that. And that is going to be tournament point Missing O.
Let's see if Danae can bring it back to the tiebreaker. Once again, going for the STSD here. And they find it.
Good STSD find. Very efficient, gonna take the single to make sure they get a better stack. Unfortunately, their decisions afterwards ended up mitigating the success of that. Both of which gonna send quads at the same time. Missing O looking to count a little bit higher before they start their down stack.
Now, Missing O is on G's duty right now, just trying to figure out what to do with that. Danae, looking to get a quick DSD donation.
Ooh, Missing O resolved one dependency, but in doing so created another of equal value. And Danae is ready with that punish. Is it going to be enough to secure the top out? Not by itself, but they have the Imperial Cross to follow it up. Missing O looking for the down stack, but it's not there. Danae is not gonna throw in the towel just yet.
Next round, both players opening up with a PCO. You'll love to see it. PCO gaming.
Grapples coming out from Danae. They get the pieces. They get the well. Everything is lining up. Missing O has a funnel on paper, but the execution simply isn't there, and neither is the piece queue. Danae has finally found the momentum that they need to bring this back. Will we see a tiebreaker?
Danae needs to secure 2 more wins to take this back. Here we go, with Missing O once again doing SCPC Classic, no PC.
Danae is trying to mitigate their dependencies as much as possible and probably took the best route in order to do so. Finds a pretty nice 6 combo as well, which was very required in order to get that canceling to survive. Has a pretty nice well. Missing O looking extremely high up in the board to be receiving that, but that's good because they had the cancels at the ready.
Looking back to the other side. Danae, we see Danae on a 5 back-to-back search here.
Danae has definitely been our top surger in this event. This could be a pretty good opportunity. Gonna forego on the overhang list if that's a good idea. We're about to find out, unfortunately, being forced to break that surge at an unopportune time. Missing O probably has an opportunity to take the tournament right here, but Danae gets both eyepieces, does not misdrop, ends up resisting that urge. Or not necessarily urge, ends up pivoting off of that almost misdraw.
Now Missing O tried to set up what I assume was supposed to be an Imperial Cross there. And now Missing O's on cheese duty as Danae
so much
sending
cheese.
down stack after down stack.
Danae has such a clean board state. Oh, the fin!
The fin!
You're so dependent there, though. Was it worth it? Yes, it is, because it's resolved by the well! Completely bailed out by every RNG moment in the books. Missing O receiving a few more lines, but they have some clean on their own stack as well.
Ref, do something. This bag is rigged. Oh my
Ref,
God.
do something! We have reached the tiebreaker in our grand finals.
I can't believe it.
Whoever wins this round will take the title of the Stellaris champion.
Once again, we see Dune trying to go for the Trinity. It doesn't pan out here. Missing O, just very low to the ground here, trying to build up material to KO Dune. I don't think it's working out here. They're too slow on the uptake as Dune has a 6 surge ready to go.
Has been transferring their wells so well. They have the momentum on their side, but Missing O is not going to go down like that. They have the advantage. They're looking to return it. The surge breaks on Danae for the worst time possible. Missing O is so ready to take that.
My goodness gracious. I'm biting my nails. It's too close.
Both players have clean at the ready. The worst IPs possible for Danae. Gets a pretty nice out. Missing O runs out of material, builds his TSD, but it's only gonna cancel.
Some weird placements on Danae.
Once again, nice TSD find for Danae. Very required canceling to find that survival, but Missing O is not letting the pressure go.
Quick down stack to hopefully try to send some pressure, but it ends up canceling as Missing O puts on the pressure one more time. Is there survival? No, there isn't! Missing O!
There's no survival! Missing O does it!
Stellaris bracket champion, Missing O.
Congratulations, just when it was getting dicey, just when momentum was not on their side, they were still able to close it out. I can only imagine the nerves they were feeling from both players, but Missing O was able to take it. Very huge congratulations, and very well played to Danae, able to get all the way up to 2nd place as well. But I guess this will be our final interview if the players are feeling up to it.
I have so many things I want to talk about, but I'll reserve it for when the interview actually starts, because oh my god, that was so hype. I need to hear the players' thoughts on this.
Oh, 100%. Welcome in, Danae.
Thank you.
Missing O is making their way in. There you are. All right. So, how do you feel about the matchup?
Who? What?
I think they're trying to zone out from like locking in too hard. Hold on. So, what did you think about the matchup? How do you feel about your performance in this entire event now that it's over?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, honestly, I can't complain about how I did. Like, I mean, like, there was like some 19,500s in here, which is pretty strong. Like, so felt more than happy with how I did. Yeah, good game, Missing O. And everyone else I played.
Glad to hear the satisfaction. Missing O, what about you?
Me? Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. There's a lot of adrenaline right now. I don't know if you can hear it.
Oh yeah, I can hear it.
First of all, good game. Everyone. Oh my goodness. What was the question? What was the
how'd you feel about the matchup or your entire tournament performance? Anything? Even winning the event?
Oh my god. First, the match. I'm collecting my thoughts. Hold on. That was crazy. I was looking at their gameplay before the tournament, and I was like, what the hell? This is all spin tech I only see in quick play. They even stated themselves, they never want to drop Surge. And that's just a great way to play in Season. That's the meta in Season 2. And I've tried to adopt some of that into my gameplay as well. Not as good, but I've been playing quick play like basically every single day. I've been getting a little bit better at it, but I feel like if I met them in a TL match, I probably would have lost. Who knows? As for the whole tournament, I'm honestly, I'm even surprised. I'm surprised myself. I even got here. I was when I saw random lose. I'm gonna be honest. I was kind of happy because that is my main rival, my main nemesis in TL. The amount of times we've queued together and they just, I just completely dropped the ball. Other than that, I'm just surprised I'm here.
Well, yeah. That playstyle shift from you definitely paid off, not only in just winning the event, but you were actually the only player to really match Danae in like the surges that you were outputting, so very well played.
I concur.
Dubs, do you have any questions?
I was gonna... Man, I said I had stuff to talk about, and then we gapped for so long that I forgot about what I was gonna talk about.
Handshake emoji?
Handshake. I salute you, good sir. Danae, what the hell are these fins that you pulled out?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess at this point I've just kind of incorporated fins into my T-spin vision.
What do you mean you can just do that?
Another handshake emoji moment?
Like, I mean, they're still kind of rare, but sometimes they're efficient in the mid-game.
I'm just... Wow. I'm in shock and awe, and I salute you. If I had disposable income, I would be donating all my money to the prize pool to get you something. I don't know what I would get you, but I would get you something. Congratulations on making it to second place.
And that's an excellent segue. If you want to show our players some love, make sure you donate to the prize pool. You get some pretty good bonus incentives that we reach as well, but you 100% want to make sure our players get all the love they deserve. Put some more raffles in the pool.
Right.
But yeah.
I don't have anything else to talk about. I probably will in 5 minutes after the interview is over, but...
No more questions?
No more questions. Do you have anything else that you want to leave our viewers with one final time?
Well, before we get there, I don't think I actually ended up asking either of you this question. I tried to save it. How did you two get into stacking?
Let's see. I mean, I guess I played a little bit of Tetris Friends back in the day.
Wait, there's an OG.
Like, not a lot, and like, I was still basically just 9-0 stacking back then. And then, I don't know, I kind of didn't play Tetris much for a while, and then, like, fairly recently I'd gotten... Well, not fairly recently, but like, within... I don't know, actually it might have been a while back, but... like, I guess kind of when I'd gotten back in, I was like B+, A- rank, and then kind of slowly got better from there.
Interesting.
Missing?
I have no idea how happy I am to answer this. I was like screaming and jumping, but I was muted.
And I would imagine you would have quite the origin story.
Well, it's more so just varied, but anyways. I started, it was like before high school, so maybe like 6, 7.
Stop!
6
Please
years
tell
ago.
me you did that.
No.
By accident.
Unironically.
Oh my god. I'm gonna talk. The result is 6-7. You say 6-7.
No.
It!
I'm going to kill someone.
Listen, we have avoided brain rot this entire event. I didn't even say it during the scoreline. It took every part of my body to not say it, and this is how it gets introduced.
No, I did not mean to do that.
Completely irrelevant, but I've been so locked in on this, I put on my shirt backwards. And I'm only now realizing. Oh.
Happens. Alright, so about the question.
Maybe it was 8 years ago. I don't remember. It was before high school. That was a long time ago. But I got into Tetris, or just stacking in general, from Oshisora's videos. And I bought PPT from that. And then just on and off playing after that. And then I eventually found Tetra Legends from Oshi's videos. And then I would play that on and off. And then, well, actually, Tetris Enhanced before that. And then it was Tetra Legends. And then I joined the server from that. And then I was into the community. And and then I was there for Tetra Online. I was even playtesting for Tetra Online. And then I also eventually got introduced to the TGM community because Mila, shout out to Mila, she started, took on the work of the Cambridge just Cambridge. And then eventually Tetrio came out, and I made my account a week after release. And then ever since then I've just been playing on and off, mostly TGM, but ever since Quick Play came out, I've been grinding that ever since. And I'm here now.
Amazing. Right, let's give timeline. And I guess for the final time, is there anything that you want to leave our viewers with?
Nothing?
I just don't want to cut them off. But I guess I'll say, play Cambridge, play TGM, play anything that's not modern. Please, we need more variety in this community.
All right, well said. Certain someone should take notes on the approach of that response. Danae, what about you?
Let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I have too much to say. I don't know. Might sound. Let's see, I guess. I guess as a Christian, I could do the might be kind of a cliche sports thing to do, but I guess I'll give God the glory.
Amazing.
All right. Well, in that case, congrats to Danae for top 2. Congrats to Missing No for winning, and I guess shout outs to God.
Congrats, Missing O. Well played.
Thank you, but you too.
It's been present everywhere, but yeah, thanks for coming out to the event. Thanks for coming back to the booth, and hope you have a great rest of your day. So hope you had fun.
Yep.
You can't see it, but I'm waving.
Aw, bye-bye.
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 Oh, where is it? Yeah, there it is.
gotta hit him with the... Amazing. Okay. I think...
Where's the
Are we gonna make them walk the plank?
There we go.
No, we're too busy golf talking to make them walk the plank.
Sounds like a horse. Like
all right. Walk the plank.
Walk the plank.
Vanish to the Shadow Realm.
All right.
I stole that one from Dub Cup.
Yeah.
Mal, what do you think about today's run? This has been absolutely crazy, don't you think so?
I agree.
I very much agree. Don't know if I could have asked for a better outcome of this day. I enjoyed it very much. Everything I could have asked for and more.
Multiple close
there was just
matchups
so much
as well.
going around.
Yeah, I will say, Dunai really got up compared to yesterday. Like yesterday, I easily beat them in a 1v1 because we did like a friendly room. All I thought about them was just timing, and then I matched with them on Tetra during check-ins. Holy shit, they got so much better.
Like the improvement over a single day? Wow.
Like actually, they just rolled me on tiebreaker, I think. Not even tiebreaker, 3-5. I don't remember.
Locked in
They
for tournament day.
Yeah, just one recommendation of timing really helped them. I feel like.
Oh, 100%. Plonking was
Truly
the
the
win.
Tetrio
Yeah, it's an
improvement
extreme
experience. Okay.
Well, yeah. Do we have any
Guys.
incentives to fulfill at the end of today?
Unfortunately, it seems like we have not received any donations today. However, the window is
Guys,
still
we need to get
open.
closer to the ASMR stream. Stella is already preparing.
No, do not
Yeah,
get
well,
closer
yeah. How many
to
percent
the
are we?
ASMR stream,
She has been
guys.
already whispering.
Zago's not here, so I guess I gotta do it. So,
She has been already whispering.
Oh, please.
Hey, you're already preparing, so I guess you want it. Like, what do
I
you
am
need?
not preparing for that.
She's so ready.
Yeah, she's so ready.
If you want to give Stella what she wants, then give these players what they want as well, and donate to the prize.
Exactly,
I do not want this. Do not do this to me.
You're already whispering. Don't.
What do you mean I'm
Changing
whispering?
the incentive text right now. Stella loves ASMR, so please do it for her.
Do not.
I'm
Dude,
not
force the
gonna.
cat girl to do ASMR.
Do the Stella. Do the Stella.
Are we gonna do
Come on,
this?
guys,
Stella?
you
Wait,
know
Not
Stella wants to
Stella,
end
no! I just processed that.
What do you mean?
Aw.
No.
But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for us. Is there any raid target that we want to look at?
All right, let's have a look, see, people. Oh wait, we just got a donation in. Missing Zero just tipped $10 saying.
Oh.
All right.
Wait, who's running the fade? Oh,
That is Missing
Who's running the
Zero.
fade?
So Missing Zero, since you
Yeah.
tip $10, you have the opportunity
Yeah.
to 1v1 one of the commentators or staff. Who would you like to fight?
Go.
Gorge.
staring.
Gorge. I'm so sorry, I like to do the bit.
Who is live?
We can keep it within Tetrio by rating this one streamer Win. You can see them in Tetra channel or just within
Oh
the
shit,
category.
win.
Fabi is also live on TEC. I've got other people on my list, but if we're keeping it within stacking, then those are the two that I'd recommend.
Yeah, I personally know Win, so we could rate out to them.
Oh,
Alright,
Win.
sick.
We have an incentive right now.
Then looks like we have our target, but first, this incentive. Who's getting looked at?
I already contacted missing. Maybe they're gonna respond. Let me check. All right now.
Also, what was happening in the Discord voice chats? That was some crazy stuff I saw. I'm not even gonna say anything about it, but if you know, you know.
I assume that was tomorrow. Do you want to move the 1v1 to tomorrow then?
Sure. That's something we're allowed to do.
Yeah, depends.
you can do
I
that.
guess depends on them.
Do be sure.
We could
to-
probably open with that or something.
Yeah, we can do that. Again, do be sure to put money towards the tournament. It will help prize pooling for the intergalactic bracket and also help cover costs. But most of
I
all,
need a response real quick because otherwise I'm gonna burn my spaghetti. God damn it!
but most of all, you better. Theo, do not the word. But most of all, I hope you all had fun. We could be raiding out to win.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Opening sounds fun. So I guess there's gonna be a 1v1 with Missing No and one of the staff members tomorrow at the opening.
Just
Oh, thank God I'm safe.
remember it.
You might be get put in. You don't know. Okay, I'm gonna go back because otherwise I'm gonna get my spaghetti.
Alright,
We
people,
appreciate
go
you
say
all
hi
for
to
stopping
Win.
by.
Go say hi to Win.
Give
You
Win
know
some
the
love.
usual thing. Fish. Or you
Fish.
can use the fish. Or if you subscribe to both me and Icy Bone Shredder, you can also use the big fish. You know, this one. Whatever you want to go with, just be sure to say hi. I hope you guys enjoyed today. And you'll see us again tomorrow and we'll be ready for the intergalactic
final day.
And that's gonna be U, X, and X plus ranks. We have multiple X
Our
plus
upper
people. So be ready for some chaotic plays. Things are gonna go way too fast.
I agree. The bracket is stacked.
Extremely. So yeah, you're gonna enjoy that.
Got any last words, Stubbs? Star?
Star, you go first.
That's it from me. Thanks for coming out.
That is also it for me. It's my first time commentating in like several months once again, so thanks for everyone for having me on. Stella especially. I didn't expect you to be reaching out to me. Like,
of course.
Wow.
3, 2, 1, and it's gone.
Bye-bye.
Alright.
Yippee! Yay!
I got some ideas because we got some issues, and I think we need to fix that for the next bracket.